Now offered at the Great Race Place. $3 late pick 3 featuring the last 3 races. $5 late double on the last 2 races. Both with a player-friendly 15% takeout. Every race day at Santa Anita Park.
In the room, we hit record and the vibes go boom. One says deep thoughts, the other says no. Now we're arguing if cats can and low. We spill the tea, we spill the wine. Have the stories it goes in half a mind. We laugh and cry, we overshare too long. Podcast every now, just double the crutch. Double trouble live with twice the mess. Double trouble live, no stress. At you for the thrill. Oh yeah, Turbo Live.
For the thrills, always for the thrills. DTL Sunday service. Hello everyone. Welcome to our Santa Anita low takeout live wagering session on Sunday. We're starting a little early today before race 6, which isn't part of the sequence. And the reason we're doing that is we've got boom, 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 4 races in a row. I'm Frank Scatoni, Kieran Thornton. We finally get a sequence where everything is connected.
That's first show we actually get this, and we've been talking about it too. So we got to jump those pools so we can show everyone. See what happens when you can see what's going on and wager and see what the pools are doing and take it from there.
Yeah, I mean, we've talked about playing these bets as a interconnected unit, handcuffed together, as opposed to separate bets. So for most of the meet, the all-turf pick 3, let's say, started in race 5. Then we had a dead race, race 6. It was not involved in any of our bets. And then we'd come back in race 7 for the start of the late pick 3, which was also the middle leg of the all-turf. And then, we'd come back with the late double to close out the card. So those bets were connected. But now we've got 4 in a row because we're going to start in race 7 with the all-turf. Then race 8, which is a dirt race, is going to be the start of the late pick 3. And then we got 9 and 10, which is going to be part of everything. So I'm really excited. But let me tell you this, dude, it is a tough freaking card.
I mean, if you look at my bets, Frank, I mean, I'm taking a stance in a couple of races, but, and I've got a bigger bet, but I just want to go out of the weekend. So I resigned myself. I'm going to fire away today. Yep, fire away.
We're looking for Kieran's bets. What page should we go to today? In
page 98. Page 98.
98 to 150. Well, why don't we put them up? Let's just get right into it. Because once race 6 is over, the clock is ticking. We got to start preparing for the all turf. And also, I had to think just real quick. I had to think a little differently today because I realized after I structured my bets for the Matrix column, there were a couple of B horses that I wanted to use that I didn't use originally. And I realized, well, that's silly because the all turf and then the late pick 3 run into each other. I could use some on one and some on another. So back to that handcuff theory we talked about.
Yeah, I mean, I kept trying to go back and forth, and I kept landing on the same horse. So like, what am I doing? I should be pulling some horses out of this bet and putting them in the other. But
yes,
I liked some of them too much that I'm probably, if I don't hit it today, I'm going to look back and go, I really structured this bet poorly, or I'm going to look back and go, see, I hammered my convictions. So it's going to be a tale of two stories here.
You said it way more eloquently than I did. You're like, well, why am I pulling some out and not using others or whatever the reason is? So I went back and I did a little revision to my ticket construction, but it would have been a lot easier for us, I think, from a ticket construction standpoint, if the races weren't that competitive. I mean, I had a hard time
Tough.
narrowing these fields down because there were so many horses who I thought could win. Let's put up your all-turf first, Kieran. Let me find it.
Because, I mean, to start off this leg, I really liked the Baffert horse, Greenwich Village, and one on the hill, has a huge closing kick, but, you know, there's some weird stats. You know, Baffert's 0 for 9 second-time grass, but Baffert has been doing a lot better, and maybe just because we've been doing the show and it's been on our show, where he's won with a lot of turf horses. You know, like we weren't, you know how everyone was like, it's a Baffert turf horse toss. Yes. Now you got to really look closely at them because they're being very competitive. But the reason I've overloaded on the 2 on you know, a couple of my tickets is the horse that Greenwich Village, or the race that Greenwich Village won last out. That winner has won this race the last 3 years. So, you know, we got some.
Is that right? The winner of the Baffle has come back to win the Pasadena?
Yes.
That's wild. That's a cool stat. I didn't know that.
You know, so it was I liked it a lot, and then when I read that, I was like, all right, I like it much more. But it's also a very competitive field, and I felt like I couldn't get out just singling, and so that's where you start seeing me doing all my weird other tickets here. But I mean, if you look at how much money I'm spending, I'm all about the 2 really, and then I'm coming back, and if I see the usual chaos that knocks me out, you know, I kind of got a spread ticket in this leg with top choices in the next 2. So
yeah, I see what you did here, and I'm kind of similar. The 2 is let me pop mine up real quick. The 2 is one of my A's. I also have the 6 as an A, and then like you, I have a backup ticket with the 5, 7, 9, and I circled all the horses you're using. We're using all the same horses except for the 10. You have the 10, but you know what, Kieran? Let's respect the race. They're about to go off. I'm going to be quiet, and we'll come back after the race is over.
All right.
Bingo card. Frank muted. Kieran muted. Everybody wins.
There we go.
Did you have any action in that one?
No.
Okay. All right, let's go back to what I was talking about here. Right down to business, man. Once this is official, we'll look at the will pays, and we'll see how things are going to shake out. But before that race went off, hold on, let me mute this. Before that race went off, I was letting Kieran know that I have all of the same horses as he does, except I don't have the 10. And I might have to do a backup ticket with your 10, Medici, in this race because there was a key scratch, Sammy Davis scratch. And I expected Sammy Davis to be setting a fast pace. And I thought Medici was going to have to chase Sammy Davis and get tired. Now that horse is out.
I did not even, believe it or not, use it on any of my tickets, Frank. So
nor did I. I wanted to beat that horse really badly.
Yeah, me too. I was like, Barrios or Sadler, first time turf, and Sadler's just ice cold. So that was an easy toss for me. So
I know. And that horse was going to take money for sure.
Yeah, that's what sucks now. We won't get as good a price just because of something we obviously thought wasn't going to win the race.
So Kieran is all about number 2, Greenwich Village, as his main A, along with some backups. I feel the same. I thought that race by Greenwich Village down the hill last time was exceptional. Came from off a very slow pace and still mowed them down.
Oh, it was the turn of foot was just like you when you see that kind of turn of foot, you remember it, because it was just like, wow, rocket.
And you talked about how, Baffert, obviously over the years for a long time, he was kind of an auto toss with turf horses, but we've seen it. That's changed so much. Yes. He's getting a different kind of horse. Now that there's the synthetic track at Santa Anita, maybe he can change his training regimen or whatever. But look, that's a very nice horse.
He's kind of doing what I've seen it firsthand with Phil and with Little Red Feather. When they grab horses for turf, if you look at it many times, they also, and vice versa, like if they get a dirt horse, there'll always be some turf pedigree. If one surface doesn't work out, they'd have the bloodlines to switch over. And I think that's what we're seeing a lot more with Baffert's horse, and it's probably him scouring the condition books and telling his investors, this is what we need to do. These are the races they're riding. We gotta adapt.
Yeah, look at the dam is from Australia, so there's a lot of turf pedigree on the bottom side and quality road on top. So no problem there. I also think that horse is going to get a perfect stalking trip. And then my other A in the race coming up, Kieran, before we look at the will pays and whatnot, was the 6, Unrivaled Time. I know he comes out of a couple of common races where some of these other horses were in, but of all those common horses, I thought this one had the best late kick. So I was anticipating a fast pace with Sammy Davis, thinking it would set up perfectly for the 6. I still think there'll be a decent enough pace for the 6 to have every chance to win. So I was 2-6 with my A's. You were just 2 with your A's.
Yeah, and then I kind of spread. Like if you were to tell me, Kieran, what was your second choice? The way I rated this race was, you can see it on my secondary ticket. I went 2, 10, 9, 7, 5, 6.
That scares me, the 10, because I don't have the 10 at all. And the 10 is your second choice.
Yeah, it's DeMoro for Mandela and 1 at this distance last out. And if you go down and look, his stats are just great. 20 non-graded stakes race, Mandela's 25%. They had a 57-second workout, the other day. And that's scorching, just so you know. But it might be because of how the track played because of the weather, but that jumped out at me. And,
actually, I heard that the horse was just chasing a butterfly.
Or an empty bag. The sprinklers. Frank's referring to the video we put out yesterday. You'll have to check it out.
We'll play that at the end of the show. Kieran's got a whole little comedy. We got an Abbott and Costello routine going on, which is pretty funny. I want to talk about the second leg, but before we do that, Kieran, now that this race is official, let's take a look at the will pays, the toad, who's taking money, who's sneaky. Greenwich Village opens at 8-5, and then Unrivaled Time, my other A, 2-1. How about the will pays here?
$16 for the $2
Wow, bet. Heavy favorite.
And then on the pick 3, $239. Then the 6 is $329. The 10 at $524, and the 9 at $607.
So the 10 is third choice in the pick 3.
Yep.
But 1, 2, 3, fifth choice in the double. Interesting.
Correct. Yeah, and then we actually get, we've got a pick 4 rolling. I guess is there a middle pick 4 now?
Yeah, there is a middle pick 4.
A middle pick 4. The 2 is $280. 6 is $369. 5 at $644, and then we go up to the 10 at $652. So I'm glad the notes I put down for that 6, Frank, and it was the last one I really put in. And I was just like, what did I write here? I just said, Diego for Powell. I just prefer others more. Nothing really jumps out. Ordinary type of works, but, and the reason I put it in, did win a grade 3 at this distance and like Santa Anita, 2 of 4. So that's why I ended up finally tossing it in.
All right. Well, I have to decide if I want to use the 10 or not. DTL crew, let us know who you guys are playing in this race to start off the $3 all turf. Kieran, I know you also talked about maybe doing a community ticket for the all turf. I'm open to that discussion. I just think this is a very, very tough sequence. But if you have some thoughts and want to put something together, if the DTL crew wants to chime in and let us know.
Well, if we were to do it, I would say we use the 2. Hang on, let me put up my thing. We use the 2, and I have the 10 that you don't have because I think we should have the 10. And which horse do you think we should have? Which other horse do you really want in this leg?
Well, I mean, my A's are the 2 and the 6, and then my B's are the 5, 7, and 9. So
yeah, I mean, for the 5, that's the little red feather horse. Diego for a little faded on the hill to Greenwich last out, but again, it's another one. Look, just the workouts are eye-opening, and that's usually not a Phil thing to see such workouts. I mean, 58, 46. You don't usually see those with, Phil. I know Go Phoenix ripped off some, but the horse was rare and ready to go. This one,
why don't we do this instead of focusing on this race, because I think we're definitely going to use the 2 and the 10. Let's work backwards and see, because if we have a single that we can agree upon, then we know that we're going to be able to spread a little more. So let me put your all turf back up. Here, it's already there. So in the last leg, we're going to work backwards, guys, because it's a key race in the late pick 3 as well. It looks like Kieran is 5, 11, 8, 7. Just going to write that down. And I am, again, I thought that was another really, really tough race. I am 5.
So O'Neill had 2 horses in there, and what's funny is I set my notes out and cash in Talk Night, the number 2 that ended up scratching. I put nothing on paper but a bullet work. And how do you not bet this tandem? Plus Frank will be off today.
I was off.
And then I went down.
So bad last time.
And then I went down. So that's why it was an automatic win. And then I went down and it was Tate Bays, Smith for O'Neill. And my silly thing, like Kent the Sormel in the last race, Mike Smith in the last race. And I was like, Smith for O'Neill. Which O'Neill gets in? And this is the O'Neill that came in. And earlier when I first handicapped it, Frank, I put the 11 on top. And I was going to do some big bets with the 11, but I was like, this is a tough post. And I ended up making the JJ horse for Galvin my top pick, Vicky Lynn. So
that's my top pick as well. So we have to use that
single. If you forced me to single in that race, Frank, I would say Vicky Lynn slight edge over Tate Bats.
Did the 11 get in?
Yes, 11 is in.
Okay. I didn't realize that. Okay.
And O'Neill scratched his other horse to get the 11 in.
Yeah.
That's why that's an upgrade. What probably will get the money is Baby Needs Shoe, that O'Neill horse, or not O'Neill, Miller horse. And I was just like, eh. And,
let's go 5-11 in the nightcap right there. Let's go 5-11.
All right, 5-11. Sounds good.
5 is my top pick as well.
Okay.
And I didn't consider the 11 because I didn't realize the 11 had gotten in. So I think that's your second choice, right?
Correct.
Yeah, and the other horse we have in common is the 8. So I'm going to put the 8 in parentheses. Maybe we can use the 8 as well, depending on how we see race 9.
Yeah, because I mean, just to say, to talk it now, humidity. Ricky for Patty, up in class, second time Lasix, second off the layoff is a huge profit angle for Patty Gallagher. You make some good money.
Oh, Patty Gallagher.
Oh, Patty. We have to go with the Patty there.
Gallagher, not Gallagher. Gallagher. Is that
Gallagher.
The proper way to say it?
It's Gallagher. Gotta say it the Irish way.
See, that's the proper Irish way to say it. All right, so Kieran, in the middle leg, my picks are 10, 4, 5, and you are 4, 10.
I'm all about I'm okay if you agree with it, Frank, in that middle leg going 4, 10. I thought, like Garden Party, 12-1 morning line. I was like, no way. I mean, that's a 4 or 5-1 horse, I thought. And I thought
Yeah, we have the same top picks, but just reversed. That's awesome.
Yeah.
So here's what I have so far, Kieran. I don't mean to cut you off with the handicapping stuff. I just want to make sure we get the structure down. And we can talk more about the horses in detail later. Just because I don't want to get shut out, and I want people to play it if we're going to play it. So right now I have 210 in the first leg.
All right.
410. This is the all turf we're talking about.
Right.
410 in the second leg, and then 511. So that's 2 times 2 is 4 times 2 is 8. That's $24, which is not expensive at all. So we could throw in a couple of other horses. And if so, which leg would you be most interested in adding to?
I'll probably have to say, let me see. The Hillside course, just because it rings chaos. So maybe we want extra coverage there. Race 9.
That's what we're both 410 there.
Yeah, but I mean, what was so my other horses in there?
I'd either do the first leg or the last leg, because give a spread in the first leg to get out, or coverage in the last if we're alive. I actually like the 410 in the middle leg there, but if you want to make a case for one of your other horses, I'm all ears. We've got 410. I didn't like Long May She Reign. I was like, reluctantly using it. I couldn't believe how short that horse was in the morning line. Why?
Now, the only horse I will mention is that was a brutal. I was annoyed yesterday that Daria, the Phil horse in the last leg that won, the last race yesterday, 1 inch past the finish line. That was a top pick for me yesterday because Phil thought enough of that horse to work that horse out with Gold Phoenix. And in race 9, the other racing companion for Gold Phoenix, for the last few weeks has been that number 3, Nell's Legacy. And it's one of those things I just know long enough, Frank, just from seeing with my horses, that you pay attention to which horses he throws up against his big horses. That usually means, he's helping his big horse train better, but he's also throwing quality horses at the horses he feels the best about. So that's why. And then when I did my handicapping for this race, yesterday, my notes were, how did Daria do yesterday in the last race? And then my notes this morning were, ran great and should have won, major upgrade now. It's simple as that. Inside post doesn't do any, favors, but I would have liked it if this 3 was out and, outside, maybe 8, 9, 10 or something like that. But I mean, we don't have to use it. I've got it on my tickets. I'm just throwing out, what I'd written down for it.
Yeah, that's totally fine. I'm just trying to see if we have commonality in that middle leg. I am 410, 6, 8, 9, and you are 410,
6, 8, 3.
8, 3. Right? Let me look at hold on. Drink if you have Matrix. I am 10, 4, 5, 6, 8, 9. And what are you?
4, 10, 6, 8, 3. So we have the 8, but we threw the only other, the 6. Do you have the 6?
Yeah, I'm 4, 10, 6. That's my third choice.
And Barrios for, Barrios is riding that 6 Crystal Clean for Sadler, but Sadler, which is crazy, as of when I did this, his last 27 races, Frank, he's 0 for 27. But I did say Crystal Clean may go favorite, and Barrios stayed on this horse and not American Mark. So that's why I ended up tossing it in. And you said you have the 6 as well?
Yes, I have my Matrix. My A's are 10, 4, 5, and my B's are 6, 8, 9.
Yeah, I just got to use
Whoa, we're in the Matrix! This isn't right! I'm out. Red pill time! Wait, don't leave me!
I've got my red pill to escape when you hop us into the Matrix there, Frank.
Yeah, how about this?
Matrix. Ugh, not this again. Matrix. Matrix. Ah, Matrix. Stop, please, just stop. Matrix. That's it! Get out! Matrix.
I really want to get to the comments, guys, so just be patient, but we're trying to figure out.
Does anyone like someone that we're not using in race 9? Maybe
Because this is a good exercise because we've never done a pick 3 in the mix. It's usually the double we do in the mix. So
and that's why
I
we
actually
ended up
feel
coming
like
on
this is a
early.
good exercise.
Because we've been babbling away and we still have 11 minutes, so we've got lots of time still, Frank.
Yeah, but
Well, you were thinking maybe we should get out of this first leg. Let's go back to the first leg again. I think we're okay with the last leg for now in the middle. Who would you want to throw in the first leg other than?
well, my all turf, my A's are the 2 and the 6.
Okay.
And I mean, I think you like. I'm 2, 6, 5, 7, 9.
And I am 2, 10, 9.
Okay, so we have the 2 and the 10 already.
Yeah.
So maybe we throw in my 6 and the 9 that we both have.
Okay. 6 and 9. All right.
We're gonna map it out. So that's 4 horses in this leg.
4,
2, 6,
8,
9, 10.
and then if we went with 2, 10, 6, 9, stay with the 4, 10 in the middle leg, and then went 5, 11, 8. That'd be 4 by 2 is 8 by 3 is it would be a $72 ticket, Frank.
Yeah, I mean that's exactly where my head was going.
And I think
we both feel very strongly about the 4 and the 10. And the thing about that, Kieran, is that's the start of the late double, so we could always pivot.
Yes, I mean if I go down in that leg, I'm going to be screwed across the board on my picks. So I'm okay with planting a flag as well on that one because I really thought the morning line was insane on the 4, and I thought the 10 had a huge chance as well. So I'm okay with that ticket.
Let me just write it out. And then we'll put it on the board to look at so everyone can consider it. And then we'll decide if we're going to do this or not. So 2, 10, 6, 9 in leg 1 with 4, 10.
Correct.
With 5, 11, 8.
Correct.
Okay. So that's 4 by 2 is 8 by 3 is 24. 24 times 3, 72, right?
Yep.
That's not that bad at all. So
and I was just looking to see on the double and the pick 3 if there's another horse we should throw in that's kind of lowish on the takes. The 5 got a little bit of money on the pick 3. Let's see if it happened on the double.
Yeah, we should actually see who's.
And the 5 got money on the double as well, Frank. Later than planned, the LRF Phil horse did get money because looking at the $2 double Will pays in here, the 2's paying 16. Second choice is the 6 at 31. The third choice on the double, Frank, is the 5 later than planned.
And that's in this leg you're talking about.
Correct.
Mm-hmm.
The Will pays, yes. So the 5 did get some good money.
So you're saying you want to use the 5 in this leg?
We might have to. But we can put it in board. We can put it in parentheses.
What is the horse in the pick 3?
But in the pick 3, the 5 is paying $39. The 6 is paying $31.
No, that's the double. I'm talking about the pick
double.
3.
Oh, the pick 3.
Dead in the pick 3.
The pick 3, it is also the third choice, Frank. The 2 is paying $239. The 6 is paying $320, and the 5 is paying $408. So in both the pick 3 and the double, the 5 did get good money. There's no deviation. Let's just put it like that.
Throw it out to the DTL crew, and we'll decide if we want to use it. But how about this? Why don't we, just so we have an idea, Kieran, I'm going to look at the doubles from this leg going forward. Right now, the favorite combo is the 2 in this leg to the 3 in the next, paying $15. That would be the start of the late pick 3. That's not part of the all turf, but I just wanted to see if that informed anything that we're talking about here. That makes sense. That 3 was 5-2 favorite on the morning line.
I was just looking on the Santa Anita X, and they haven't done that thing where it pops up like it does on yours, Frank.
Oh, well, I emailed and texted. I don't know what to do. Everybody's trying to sabotage us. But you know what? The DTL crew is here with us, firing away. Lawrence Naylor likes garden party, so I feel good about that middle leg. Jeff likes it. We're doing the community. Cat ain't my form. Canada needs a winner. And here, how about this? This is your 10. Medici beat Charlie's Curlin, who won earlier today. Okay. Well, that's good because
That was a good sign. Yeah, you always want to see that.
Part about pick 3. RDW, thanks for joining us. Dan Gonzalez is using a mystery horse and the
6.
2.
That's the 6 he's using. I'm just looking at what he hit.
How do you know that?
Because I looked at the keyboard. It's not wrong.
Caps lock on or something? Oh, man. Thanks for joining us, Dan. I owe you a phone call. I will talk to you after the show. We need some help in this leg, ladies and gentlemen. Do we or do we not use the 5 here? I'm tempted to not use the 5. Phil's horses are running on too little too late. Saw him run second again today. Came flying late earlier in the card.
All right, why don't we just stick
right here on?
Yeah, let's just stick with our ticket. 210 6-9 with 410 with 5 11 8 $72.
I'm okay with that because look, and I know we say we don't want to play this bet as a hedge on our other bets, but if we don't have it, at least you do. But look, that 1, 2, it's like your 8th choice.
Yes.
Right? I don't want to force it.
No, I think we're good with that one. So let's go. Okay. Let's go with that.
I think the key to this bet, Kieran, is us being right about the 4 and the 10 in the middle leg.
Correct. Yes. So spreading more in the other legs is not, Yeah,
because we're
all about that one. Yeah.
I went 10-4, you went 4-10. Same top 2 choices, and I think we like them considerably more than the other horses. So
absolutely, yes.
And if we're wrong, we're wrong. But at least in that leg, we'll be in a position to play the double, right?
Correct.
So, oh gosh, 2 feet of snow in Brooklyn, dreaming of Del Mar. John, man,
right.
Come out to Santa Anita. Kieran will take you into the Logan Suite, give you a VIP treatment. Nando, thank you. Sunday at Santa Anita. You're not just spending it with us, you're spending it with the whole DTL crew. We're a family, a big family here. We are both very high on Greenwich Village. And for Kieran and I to say that about a Baffert turf horse, that's saying a lot. Because we talked about his, in years past, it was not really his jam.
No. Things have changed.
Things have changed. All right, DTL crew, put up your tickets. Let us know who you guys are playing. Kieran, I'm glad you made us do this because.
Well, you're going to put it in because I've been doing the bets and we need some lucky change. We need some lucky change. And I actually have this. I also have this video for us as well, Frank. We need it.
Welcome back to Double Trouble Live. We're at the racetrack ready for some action. Whoa, look, shamrocks are sprouting everywhere. And here come the lucky pennies. It's raining green. This is some serious luck.
All right.
Terry and I won a 4-leaf clover scratcher last night. We won $2.
There you go. Winning.
Look at that. Look at the Irish. All right. You want to call out the bet for me here?
Yes.
Santa Anita all turf 2
6 9 10.
6 9 10. Okay. Middle leg 4-10, right?
Correct.
And then the nightcap is 5 11 8.
Correct.
And that is $72.
Yep.
Okay, bet.
And looking into the next, I was just gonna look ahead now and see who's getting the action into the next leg. So the 2, well, it looks like it's 3, 5, 6 are really the only horses taking action in the next leg. And that is, I mean, I reluctantly on a ticket use that 3, the JJ Powell horse. But again, if you forced me to single a horse in the next leg, Frank, it would be the 5 Refocus. Slight edge over the 6 Majestic Palisades. And
really?
Yeah. I mean, Majestic Palisades, it's Aguilar for Lee. They're 2 of 3 for a big profit, and the horse has a bullet work. And, we've talked about Lee many times on this show. His horses are either going to blow everyone else away or finish last. That's what you get with him. But when he does win, it juices your tickets big time. So,
I thought that was a very, very tough race. And, that'll be the start of the late pick 3. Dan H is going to do his all-turf 5-10. So he is on that D'Amato horse later than planned. And then he also likes Medici.
I almost invested in that horse later than planned.
But it came along a little later than you planned?
I started looking at the finances like I'm going to have 2 kids in college. I got to stop doing that.
Yeah, exactly, right? Yes, Tippy, we won $2 on a look, Lucky Clover right there. Let's go DTL crew, Lucky Sunday. This is interesting from our friend Cat Ate My Form up in Canada. Sorry about the gold medal Olympic game, but can't win them all. This race is full of double entries, and Bob is the king of the double entry, but doesn't have a double entry. He must have blank, single, and move on. That horse, I mean, this is a nice horse. Oh, look, Billy is on, he's on TVG right now. Let's see what he says. Wasn't the plan to be up on the pace last time.
Yeah, listen.
Get him to relax. That's the key. Get him covered up.
There is some speed in here, which is nice. I think Tiago get him to take a deep breath early and relax.
Yeah, this is a good interview. Billy's always really solid. Gives very good information out. How about this? Our friend Lawrence Needler. I used to win Garcia in the last race. I think I X'd that horse. Is that the rail horse?
Which one?
I think it's, let me go. I think it's, no, it's not. I think it's the rail horse, if I remember correctly, but let me get to it in my form.
Oh, Have Style?
Yeah, I think I have it as an X.
Yeah, if that horse beats me, that horse beats me. But, I mean...
Here you go, Lawrence. I appreciate the comment. Do you have a reason? Can you let us know what... Is it a pedigree angle? Were you impressed by that debut race? Tippy Central's taking a flyer on Brigante in the next race. Yes, we are covering the Santa Anita race. They're getting to the gate. Kieran and I started a common DTL crew all turf. I was able to get this bet in, Kieran, because last night Kaying Rising, the Hong Kong horse who's won 18 in a row. I bet everything I owned on the horse to place, and it paid $2.02. So 2 cents times a gazillion. I won $72, and that made me be able to afford this bet.
Well, there you go.
RDW, you know what I'm talking about. How good is that horse, huh? Kaying Rising, 18 in a row, just keeps showing up and dusting everybody. Really, really impressive. So this is the start of, because they're doing a little bit of a shuffle going on here. Is this the
I was looking. We've been at 0 minutes for a while. They're finally loading now, Frank.
Okay. All right. Good luck, everybody. Let's get out of here live. Best result. I mean, I know the 2's the favorite, but Kieran and I have the 2 on many, many tickets. So good luck, everyone.
Wow. That's all I got to say. That horse is the real deal, Frank. Frank muted. Get your bingo cards out.
And I stood up. T-squares.
That horse is the real deal. To close like that with the rails where they are.
And it's been playing super speed like we saw in the nightcap yesterday.
I thought the race was over with how wide JJ had to go. You know what I mean there? That horse is wow, is all I got to say.
That is not, also, Karen, to your point, that is not the typical winning turf trip.
Nope.
Those horses flatten out when they go wide like that around the turn into the lane.
You got to be a special horse to win
nice
like
horse.
that horse won right there. That is a nice horse they got.
This is why we do the show, Dan. Dan added the 2 thanks to us. Tippy had the 2 as well. I mean, we won't take too much credit. The horse was 8-5.
But Frank, along Dan's point, and we've talked about it many times, a lot of people, even now, will still toss a Baffert turf horse, especially if it's the favorite. Like they still haven't gotten with the program. Baffert has been rolling out a lot of turf horses the last few months. That he's not, that's not something to toss like a lot of people have, for the longest time.
Well, I mean, like we talked about. I mean, quality road, elusive quality on top, fine turf breeding, nothing extra special, but capable. But an Australian mare on the bottom. I mean, that's all they do is breed turf horses. Mm-hmm. So you have to just consider. But Kieran, we were both very, very impressed with this horse in the baffle.
Yes. Hey,
I don't think either one of us had the horse that day, and we were both like, "Wow, that's a horse."
No, well, I had it, but I had it, but it wasn't like a loaded had. You know what I mean? It was like, and I think we talked about it. We're like, yeah, how do you toss Baffert on the turf like a lot of people do? You kind of got to use it. And I mean, we saw the turn of foot yet again. Just like, wow, is all I got to say.
That was very impressive. The baffle was impressive. That was very impressive. Your 10 ran a bang-up race, man.
10. I mean, DeMoro did exactly what he was supposed to do, and if no one else was in, he may not have. Oh, he actually did hold on, so there you go.
Yeah, he held.
And look who came third, the 9.
Our 9, I know. Our 9, it was a good price, too. So just real quick, while they're Cayenne Rising, I didn't realize set a track record at Chatin in a hand. Yeah. Wow. Absolutely in a hand ride. I'm watching it. I was like, oh, is he going to quicken? What's going on? He didn't have to quicken. He just completely crushed them. Let's see. Boom from Cat Ate My Form. Nice. RDW, pick 6 single there. Excellent. Again, Cat, appreciate you boys. Condolences, but what an amazing game and best. Yeah, I mean, we're brothers from another mother, Canada and USA, right? So... alive at least, few. The 10 would have been nice. Yep, excellent point, Brian. Aggressive ride by Mirko DeMuro. And what did we talk about, Karen? We both hated Sammy Davis. And because I thought Sammy Davis and Medici were going to kill each other. And we didn't like the turf pedigree anyway. But once that horse scratched, I was like, oh, man. That's why I wanted the 10 on the community ticket. Almost stole the race.
Almost. I mean, that was... coming down, that's especially when I saw Greenwich go so wide around that turn, I was like, oh, that just cost them 4 or 5 lengths. But with the turn of foot that horse had, whatever.
Turf Pick 3, thank you for joining us. 4 of his 5 turf races have been the farthest outside post. Apologies, I'm not sure who you're referring to. Did I miss one of your earlier comments? I don't know who you're talking about, but please let us know. But anyway, we are alive, as are most people. No great accolade. Oh, he's talking about, Medici here. Or Frank says Medici. Is it Medici? Medici? I'm not sure. I'm Italian. I should know this. But yeah, look at that. 10 pole, 12 pole, 10 pole, 10 pole again. Horse has been very, very unlucky. And ran too good to lose there. Just lost to a really... really good horse.
Yeah.
Here, this is interesting. Real quick, Kieran. Chris, thank you for joining us. Always appreciate your support. Post-race, Baffert said Greenwich Village going to Turfway for the Jeff Ruby.
Really?
Eh.
I don't like. I get it, but man, is there nothing they can race here?
Well, it
When is
sounds like they want to get Derby points. That's a Derby prep.
Interesting.
Oh man, I don't like that at all.
They're dominating here. Stay out here.
Yeah. I mean, that they have that great 3-year-old turf race on Derby Day. I think it's the American, whatever it is. There's a 3-year-old turf race on Derby Day that this horse would look really, really good in. But hey, who are we to question Bob Baffert?
Yep. And plus, the ownership group is like, yeah, we want to go.
Yeah, that's true too. You know what? I mean,
a lot of that is, I mean,
that's a good point.
I know from our experience, we want to go to the big race days and have a horse, big race day, you know?
That is a very good point, Kieran, because you being part of an ownership syndicate and being behind the scenes, you know that there is so much more at play than what we see in the racing form.
Mm-hmm.
All right, let me put up your all-turf.
I was just looking at the wheel pace, Frank, and I'm starting off with the pick 3. Number 3, actually 5 is the favorite in the pick 3 at 29.30. Second choice is the 3 at 29.90, and the third choice, actually I wouldn't even call it the third choice, is the 6 at 61.90. So the pick 3 is saying it's between the 5 and the 3. The double is saying it's between the 5 and the 3. 3 is paying 21.60. 5 is paying 26.40, and the 6 is paying 42.80. So the betting money is just saying it's a 2-horse race, but if you want to toss in another horse, use the 6.
All right. Well, I'm going to pull up our late pick 3s. I just want to write the horses that we're both alive to in the all turf, so we can be ready to figure what we want to do, because the middle leg of the all turf is also the middle leg of the late pick 3.
Mm-hmm.
So there is some overlap there. Okay. So just so you know, Kieran, hold on, let me write the DTL crew down too. We have 410. Okay. So on your all turf, in some iteration, you have 410, 6, 8, 3.
Correct.
And that is in race 9. I have 10, 4, 5, and the DTL crew has 4 and 10. So the reason I bring that up is we talk about handcuffing bets. That race is the middle leg of both the all turf and the late pick 3, which starts now. So what do we got? There's your ticket. 5, 6 for you, and then a backup on the 3 and the 4.
Yeah, I mean, I went a little tighter on the 3, 4. You know, the 5, 6 I spread a little bit more in the second leg because I was kind of tight on my big ticket in the all turf and my bigger ones. So that's kind of how I approached it. I kind of messed around. I know if someone looks at this, they'll go, Kieran, you kind of screwed up the way you did your tickets. But I had spent so much time, Frank, because we've not actually had the opportunity to have all 3 low takeouts stacked up. So I had to change how I was doing the tickets, and then I was starting to get discombobulated, and I was like, I'm just going to leave it like this. They can
I felt the same exact way.
I'm out of practice on doing it this way. So, I mean, it's great.
We haven't had this kind of overlap.
Yes.
So I'm looking at my tickets, and I'm going, well, in 2 of the legs, I have the same exact horses on both of them. I need to break that up a little bit. I need some backup horses, at least on one of those tickets.
Correct.
Because if I'm wrong, I'm out of everything. So I have that's yours. So 5, 6, 3, 4 to start, and let's just see. Yeah, we're very different here. 7, 4, and this is where I came back and used 3, 5, 6. So we have all the same horses actually to start. You don't have my 7 though, and that's my top pick.
In this leg?
Yeah.
Who's the 7? Let me have a look. See here.
Steve Knapp. Winner.
I mean, if that horse beats me, it's going to beat me. I really
like. Read your notes, man. I want to hear your notes.
I didn't put any notes on it. That should tell you.
No?
No notes. Yep.
Well, here, let me read what I wrote. Whiskey and Brandy has good form from back in the day to run back to, assuming you can forgive his recent races since coming back off a year layoff. First off, I think those 2 sprint races against much tougher foes were likely just conditioning races for the stretch out here against Calbreds today. Top pick. Look at this 2 sprinter out, 17%. Dropping in class after 2 open company races. Horse ran second in the Cal Cup. What does the tote say?
I've got Nap third off the layoff, 9% for a huge loss. Sprint route, 9%. I mean, it is third off the layoff. You had a couple of good workouts. The horse raced January 31st, no workout since. But I mean, why work out when you're going to run?
Right.
And we also had that rain, and this was probably a horse that they couldn't mess with the training schedule because of the days. You know, sometimes you can move your horses a day earlier or later. So that's not really a concern with the weather we had. But
I think when the condition book came out, this was the race that was circled. He's running this horse against open company. I mean, these are really this horse is running against Cornucopian. Cornucopian would win this race by 1,000,000 lengths.
Well, I mean, I went refocus. Edwin Fournier ran second last out. 6, we already talked about Lee earlier. My notes for the JJ.
Why didn't Lee win last time?
What's that?
Why didn't Lee win last time? Why is this horse going to improve today? From the same race twice in a row, and last time it wasn't good enough.
Good question.
Yeah, but the horse is taking money, 7-2.
I mean, and the horse is working out great. We got a 47 workout, and they hadn't, all those races in January, they just went race, no workouts, no nothing. Last race was the 25th, kind of gave the horse a little bit of a rest. Came back with a workout last week, and now they're racing today. So, I mean, I did like the 5 a lot more. My notes for the 3, Frank, which is probably going to get money, I put JJ for Powell. And it's interesting. JJ's stats for some of the top trainers, and it just might be the time period when the horses are coming. He's only 1 of 15, the last 15 for Powell. And then the horse couldn't win under Pratt. So I reluctantly put it in because of the way the race was.
Kira, I'm with you. I'm looking at this horse and I'm going, I actually really don't like this horse, but JJ showing up and then second off the bat, and the Pratt rode last time, I'm like, Powell must think this horse could win here.
Yeah.
So I used reluctantly, but I was like, eh.
I used reluctantly as well. I mean, I ended up going 3-4, on my other ticket. Stolen Treasure, the Glad horse. Ricky,
second choice.
Yeah, Ricky is, doing really well for Glad. I mean, they're 29%. Good speed. Glad has got huge numbers, second off the claim. It's one of his most profitable angles, Frank. So,
Yep, I know.
He claims the horse second off is his money thing, and it's not like – and a lot of times when he's second off on a horse like this, it might be in for a tag, and it's not in for a tag today. So, they're protecting it.
That's exactly what I thought. That last race was not very good. Glad is a smart guy. He would be running this horse for $16,000 if he's going to give the horse one more shot to see what he really has.
And then,
yeah, I'm with you. That's my second choice. Before we move on, Kieran, let me just Andy Big Tickets. Andy's done really, really well on the show, so I want to pay attention to his selections. He thought, like us, it was a head-scratching sequence and very, very tough. He is 3, 5, 6, and I believe those are all your horses as well. And mine. I just like them weighted a little differently. So we have the same horses as Andy.
Are we going to do a community pick 3 today, Frank? Or are we just going to roll with the double?
I think let's stick with that all turf because we're alive.
Okay.
Let's not start the community here because
we'll do the double.
I feel like both of us have the same opinion, just weighted differently. So let me just throw yours up again one more time. You're 5, 6, and 3, 4, and I'm 7, 4, 3, 5, 6. So let's talk about those other legs that we did have to talk about. So this is where it gets.
And I'm going to spend a little bit more. I'm going to spend another $12 on my pick 3 ticket, just because I'm gonna use your 7 just in case in this leg.
Not just in case, because that's the winner.
Okay. I'm gonna throw away $12 here, so Shannon's not gonna have any coffee tomorrow. So I'm gonna go 7.
I got a bag filled with Starbucks coffee if you want it.
Oh yeah. Did you ever grind that?
Yeah. We gave some to Blake and Allie too.
Okay.
It's great, really good coffee.
Anyway, all right. So we were going to talk about the next leg, right, Frank?
Well, the point I was trying to bring up here, and you mentioned this before, and we both alluded to it. I was excited that the races were all together, but my brain was like, we've never done this before. So it's been very, very tricky to figure out which horses to use on what tickets. So I feel like we're pretty good here. We like the same horses. We just like them in different order. Okay.
Now, what's interesting
so going forward, what do you have in the middle leg of your pick 3? 4, 10, 6, 8.
I mean, I was just looking at what the will pays are into the next leg, Frank, and
oh yeah, what's that?
No one knows. Like I'm looking like the 5, who's the favorite here now. 5 into the 4 is 38. 5 into the 6 is 30. 5 into the 8 is 35. 5 into the 9 is 33. So it looks like, we've got in that next leg, it's going to be 4, 6, 8, 9. And the 4, 6 Garden Party, Crystal Queen, Long May She Reign. Yeah. America's Mark, which is kind of surprising with Kimura on it. And the reason I said that is because Barrios hopped off that horse to ride the 6, which is why I downgraded American Mark. Yeah, that next leg. I mean, if we can beat the chalk in the next leg, Frank, I think all the pays should be decent today.
All right. Let's look at race 9, because this is where I struggled on ticket structure, because I didn't know how to use my Bs. That's the Garden Party race where we both have the same top 2 choices.
Mm-hmm.
The reason I didn't add my Bs to any of my pick 3s, the all turf or the late pick, because I figured maybe I could use them in the double. My Bs in that race are 6, 8, and 9.
And essentially, my Bs in that race are, I mean, I only did A's and Bs. I was do Bs. My Bs in that race were 6, 8, and 3.
And do you have those horses in your pick 3 at all?
I do have. I've got in my pick 3. I've got 5, 6 with 4, 10, 6, 8. I didn't use the 3, and then I've got 3, 4 with 4, 10. So my top picks are spread. My top picks that I have in this leg are spreading a little bit more in the next leg.
Yeah, I want to put that up again. Yeah, so I was thinking about doing a ticket A in the first leg, B in that race, and then my A's in the last, but it was getting too expensive. And my thought process was, I will wait for the double. And I will look at the double pays, 6, 8, 9, to whoever we like. I mean, we both like the 5 and the nightcap as our top choice. So I could hedge with those horses that I don't have in my pick 3. So why don't you explain a little bit for people who may be joining us or new to the show about exactly what we're talking about? Because they're probably going, why are they comparing the double to the all turf? What do they have to do with each other?
They're late in the sequence, and today they're all stacked up on top of each other. But usually there's a spread. Usually, on a 9 race card, it's race 5, 7, 9, and the all turf would start in 5, and then race 7 would be the middle leg of the all turf. But that would be the start of the late pick 3. So you could have commonality with your bets. If you had horses you really, really liked in that leg, you could press it more when you see what the pays are going into it. Is it as sneaky a horse as I thought it is, or is it as chalky as I thought it is? And then you can kind of judge what the pays are going to be. And because you're alive in the all turf, you can press more. If you're alive in the all turf and you're comfortable with your ticket in the all turf, you go you know what? Let me get some extra coverage here in the pick 3
Right.
and add in horses I did. Because if I added these horses in my all turf, I would have bet myself out of a profit if I hit the ticket. But now I can come back and add those horses in here and then go from there.
And this is what Kieran actually coined the term handcuffing the bets. Do not look at them as completely separate wagers. You need to handcuff them together and structure your tickets in such a way that when you get to the late double, you have many, many options.
And when you get to the late double too, you can see what the will pays are into the last race and then kind of judge, oh, these are really crappy pays. I'm going to have to press a little bit more on my horses. Or you might be able to go, oh my goodness, it's paying this much? Woo! I don't need to bet as much now. And maybe I can add in my B's and C's.
Yeah, that would be a pleasant surprise, right?
And my D's and my F's.
Or you could go back to the last show we did on Friday, and I'm alive in the late pick 3, and I have Kieran's reading out. He goes, oh, to the 7. He goes, to the 1, 250, to the 2, 118, to the 7, 39. I go, what, $39? $39? Yeah, 39. I go, I'm going to owe them money. Of course, who wins? The 7. I ended up making, what, like $5 on that bet?
$3, Frank. We thought it was going to be 5, but it dropped. It dropped in half.
But I ended up losing money on the day because I bet the all turf that we both got knocked out.
You know what happens when there's days like that, Frank? You just do this.
You can never lose.
The machine that always pays.
Always
it just charges you a small fee.
Lose. This is funny. I think I posted this earlier, but I'll speak it out. The Matrix. The Matrix is broken. How about this?
Whoa, we're in the Matrix. This isn't right. I'm out. Red pill time. Wait, don't leave me.
Where's the? We have a little bit of time here. I feel like we talked about the sequence. Do you have the other one teed up with the don't get sucked in on the high takeout wagers?
Oh, let me find it, and
we could play it after this race or whatever. I'll roll through the comments while you look for it.
Yeah.
Thanks, guys. 2 with 910 exact at $24. Should have bet the try. Yeah, because look, Chris Babcock did bet the try. 172.80. Nice result, guys. Well done. So here, Andy Big Tickets, what do you have to say? Garden Party, massively overbet in the 9th race today. Well, that is our A for both of us. I'm assuming you're looking at the probable, so I'm going to look at them while Kieran's trying to find his video.
I'm trying to find that video now.
Yeah, right now the favorite double combo from this race into the next is the 5 with the 8. And that's Long May She Reign. 2-1 in the morning line, so no surprise, but Kieran and I were both not really feeling that horse. The 9 is second choice at 29. Wow, the 9. Wow, the pipey off the long layoff. That's taking sneaky money. And then the 5-4 combo, that's Garden Party. So right now, Garden Party is third choice, but money is coming in on Garden Party.
Like, even for my write-up today, Frank, I put it down as one of my, long shots, and I put 12-1, DeMoro 1 for Powell, last out going a mile. Stats are really good. I think the price is crazy high.
Stupid price.
Then I went, the horse closes well, but won't be back on Del Mar on the crossover, and that is the key with the rails out. So I think we're going to see the horse a little closer, especially the way DeMoro's riding, than we were, and that's going to be the difference maker. And, the other horse that I had notes for was, sometimes I do a long shot value play, and I actually picked number 5 as my long shot value pay in the last race, Frank. And I think 4-1 is value for a horse that should go off as favorite. And we've kind of talked about that before. Value
should go off as favorite?
I think Vicky Line should go off as favorite. I think so.
We're talking about the Garden Party race.
I know, but Garden Party. I was just saying, I was going over all my prices, and I was just trying to say.
Your other price horse. You're talking. Okay, Vicky Lamb. Okay.
Yeah, I was just trying to say, like, sometimes value is not a high price horse. It's what you think the horse should be, And if you're going to be correct about it, Garden Party, absolutely. I thought 12-1 was insane. And I thought number 8 being 2-1 was crazy as well. We got 2 minutes. I found that video, Frank, if you want to see it.
Yeah, pop it up.
Frank, you've been living in the illusion. The high takeout matrix controls everything. Take the red pill, wake up to the real low-edge world. Nah, I like it real. Scratches, bad trips, favorites fading. That's the thrill. Take the blue pill, now. No, I won't do it! You have no choice. Take it! This is wrong, please! The simulation wants you chasing illusions. We want player-friendly low takeout bets! Look out, agents incoming! High takeout, take this! Scratches and voided tickets, be gone! There is no spoon, but there is value in the pools. Double Trouble Live, real racing, real trouble, real payouts. Live every Friday and Sunday. Low takeout domination starts here.
But we keep telling people, low takeout bets are where the action is. Don't be complaining about other bets if you're not just focusing on these bets. I mean, I read every day someone new going, I'm done with horse racing. I'm not betting anymore. And I'm going, I must be in the simulation because I'm betting 4 and 5 times more than I have over the years on these bets. And
Low takeout bets. You have that outro video teed up? We got to make sure because we have a yacht by Monday. Paying alimony twice, get a yacht by Monday.
Yep.
Larry loves that song, by the way. Loves it. How about this from Cat? Went 3-5. No pills for Cat. Someone else likes Ooh Babe a lot too. Refocus. Yeah, Refocus absolutely has a big shot. Just hit the like button. Hey, thank you. Everyone else, be like Felipe.
Oh,
hit that like button.
Yeah.
Hit like button number 3. That's why I'm betting number 3, race 8. Well, number 3, yeah, I mean, we talked about that horse. Kieran and I were both underwhelmed on paper, but the fact that Pratt rode last time and now JJ's riding after a bad race, I think the horse probably needed that one off the layoff. So right now, though, the 5 is 9-5 favorite for the hot O'Neill Marn. All right, they're loading. Good luck, everyone. We got a lot of outs here. Let's get lucky. Nice pivot. You're muted. You're muted.
I was
I
still
can't hear all
watching.
the razor heaping on me. You're muted. Come on.
No, I was watching the thing. Pivot's what it's all about.
Come on. Great pick, Frank. Great call. Come on. Say it. Say it. Blah,
Congratulations.
blah, 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 blah.
All right, here we go. Hang on. There you go. That's what you wanted.
I do want that. Yes, I did. You did. Come on. We got it, man. We both got it. Doesn't matter that it was my horse. It's our horse. The DTL horse. Congratulations. Who else is sitting here live betting, giving out 9-to-1 shots like they're candy?
And
Come
that's a great price to start the pick 3 now, Frank. At 9-to-1, a lot of people won't have that. And
I can't believe that horse was 9-to-1.
And the other beauty about that,
I didn't the horse to win. I'm an idiot.
And you know what's great about that too, Frank? That means people are going to come back and fire away in the double now.
Explain that for people who may not know what you're talking about, dude. That's a very important point.
We talked about it earlier, using the bets together. So a lot of people wouldn't have had that pick 3. Now they're knocked out. How do they correct it? They got a low takeout double right in the next leg. So many times if the favorite had won that first leg, a lot of people would not bet as much on the double or may hedge a little bit. But the fact that a lot of people probably got knocked out now, they're going to have to make their day hammering that double. So we should see the pool up as a result. So, I mean, it's when the racing secretary places tough races to start the pick 3 sequence, it drives the pools, I think. We've seen it many times.
I got to tweet out so people get ready for the double. I can't believe that horse is 9-to-1. Live on air, babe. Live on air, baby. That's how we do here on.
And it wasn't even it was like 5th or 6th choice, you know what I mean? And into the next leg, let's see what it was before. The 7 into the lowest pay into the next leg, before it's official, Frank, was the 7 into the 6 paying $83.
7 into the 6. Okay. So what was your pivot pick 3, Kieran? I know you ended up using the 7 because we talked about it. That's what this show is about. Look, if you think you're going to have the best opinion in 4 races in a row,
nope.
Exactly. There are many times on the show where Kieran's like, actually, Medici, I used his 10. I pivoted. 10 round a winning race, just happened to get beat by the favorite. I pivoted there. It almost paid off. You pivoted here. You're alive.
Yeah, I did. I didn't want to spend $4 extra, which may cost me, but I was like, let me go with my A's, as you would say, Frank. So I did. It's just a $3 pick 3, 7, 410, 511, $12.
Okay. Well, yeah, I mean, you came back with your strongest opinions to a horse. When you woke up this morning, you're like, I don't even have notes on the 7. Don't even have notes. Not on my radar. But we talked about it, and I want to say thank you for actually giving me a little props there because you used my horse.
Mm-hmm.
And because you know what would have happened if you didn't? You would have run second to my horse, and you would have thrown your TV monitor.
Yeah.
Second to Frank's horses. I'm like, dude, they're not my horses. They could be your horses too. Anyway, that's a great start, everybody. A $20 horse.
So I'm looking at
yesterday and couldn't connect. So I don't know. Let's see if we can.
I'm actually the early money, Frank, came in on the 9, $6,100, and that was one I ended up downgrading because Freshu had bailed the horse. He went.
Well, no, Kieran, when you were looking for your video, I went over the probables. That horse was like ton of money in the probables.
Oh,
American
really?
Mark, you talking about the 9?
Yes.
That horse is hell alive.
Okay.
Hell alive.
Well,
I have that horse as a B, so I might have to. Oh, actually, no. I have it as an A. I don't know.
As I was telling the wife yesterday, I lost a couple of tickets sequences yesterday because I tossed Kimura's off my tickets, and
That's
they cost
stupid, though. Come on. Are you going to hold a grudge against the guy?
No, I found reason. I liked other horses more, and
Well, that's fine. Yeah, that's fine.
but 3 weeks ago I would have used them when I was high on him. He's riding red hot, and then that negativity is still floating around in my brain.
He's not riding. It's not like he's riding bad. He just didn't give your horse a good ride. You know what I mean? Yeah, I get it. Gold Phoenix. It's like your baby. First horse you ever own. Like, I mean, what an amazing, amazing ride that horse is taking you on. So yeah, if a jockey doesn't give you the best chance to win, you're going to take it a little personal. Like and subscribe, everybody. Giving out winners like they're candy. All right.
No, we haven't done yet. I bumped into him yesterday. I was like, oh, yes, absolutely. Where is it?
Who? What? Bumped into someone yesterday?
Our only show sponsor, Frank. I suppose we should throw out to Daniel there. You'll never get Frank in a suit, but he has the option to get one made. JD Custom Clother.
I want to lose weight. We're gonna hang out with Daniel and opening day Del Mar or Pacific Classic or something.
Oh, we'll look like
nice bespoke sport jacket.
What was that movie with Danny DeVito? What was that movie with Danny DeVito and Schwarzenegger? Twins when they were dressed up in the suits. So that'll be us at the track.
Well, no, remember we were at the Aztec game, and your friend, I know she was joking, but she was like, "Hey, are you guys twins?" And I said, I made the Danny DeVito, and then the dude from Indonesia on our show was like, "Are you guys twins?"
No, I think the funniest one was at the draw party for the Breeders' Cup. I was telling everyone, "Yeah, I have to go film a show with my partner," and then
oh yes,
and then she goes a few minutes later, is like, "So when did you guys get married?" And I was like, "What?" And I was like, "Oh yeah, I need to start saying co-host, not partner."
It was like remember Moonlighting? It was always a will they, won't they situation. Everyone at the racetrack's like, will they or won't they? Oh, Terry's loving it.
Pick 3 right now. You're right. Guess who the favorite is in the pick 3?
Dude, look at the tote. 2-1 on the 9. Favorite.
117.
Wow.
Next highest is the 6 at 184. Then we go to our 4 at 276 and our 10 at 310. And I'm the double though, in the double, Frank, the 6 is the favorite at 8360. Then we go up to the 9 at 103, the 8 at 117, and the 4 at 121. So they pivoted a little bit in the double to the 6, but the money, I don't know.
Well, what we're gonna have to do, because I'm before we look at our stuff, I'm gonna throw the DTL all turf up there. Because remember, I said my Bs were the 6, 8, and 9, and I didn't put them on my pick 3s because I knew I would be able to play them in the double. And the fact that the 9 is live, this barn bets. This barn bets money when they're live, so we're gonna have to. So we're already live in the first leg, the 2-1. We absolutely have to look at doubles. 9 with 5, 11, 8 for the DTL community ticket. Would you agree with that?
Yeah, I mean, there's 50K, 47K in the pool right now. And if we looked at 9 into the 5 right now, Frank.
Yes. What is
$5, 113. Not bad.
113?
113.
Hold on, sorry, my volume's on. Hold on. 113, that's great. That's our top pick in the next race. Okay. 8.
And 9 to the 8 is 97.
That's funny. Okay. 9-11.
9 to the 11 is 117. 9 to the 7 is 112.
We don't have the 7, do we?
Yeah, the 7 is that baby needs shoe, the Miller horse. So I'm not really surprised.
No,
on
we
that.
both don't like that horse.
Do not like it.
But in order, I wrote down what we're alive to. But who's the favorite in the next leg?
The favorite in the next leg off the 9. It's a tie between the 5. Oh no, it's the 8 at $93, Frank, and then it's a tie between the 5 and the 7.
That's the Patty Gallagher horse.
Yes.
Patty Gallagher.
Gallagher.
And then 7, you said?
Yeah, not yet. Actually 7 just now went to 110. So right now it's 9 with 8 is the favorite at 94. Then it goes 9 with 7, 110, 9 with 5, 113.
Okay.
But those are still healthy pays, like very healthy.
Yeah, I think we can do some damage here. Can I ask you a couple of more numbers?
Okay.
So the DTL crew is alive with the 4 and the 10 here. So I'd like to see what the doubles are paying to the horses we're alive in the next leg. So what is 4-5?
4-5 is paying 133,
4-8,
122,
4-11.
137,
Okay, and then 10-5,
164,
10-8,
286,
and 10-11.
241.
Okay.
We're
Do you have
15
9 on any of your
15
tickets?
minutes. Sorry, Frank. We're 15 minutes away. We're almost at 60K already in the double. So this is the people who got knocked out coming in and firing away already.
Yeah, this double pool is going to be very healthy.
And this double pool, I think, is going to be one, Frank. We need to plan out our ticket, but we're probably going to have to wait till like minute 3 or 4 before we put it in, because as I'm looking, at the will pays when you're asking me what the numbers are, it's actually flickering, and you usually don't see that. I think people don't know what to do.
So what I want to do right now, if that's okay with you, is I just wrote down horses that you have on both of your pick 3 tickets. Well, actually, I don't know that we don't have on the community ticket, and that's the 6, the 8, and the 3. Because we're looking at playing a double here that maybe covers horses we don't have. So let me write down mine. So in here, 10-4 we have in the community, don't have the 5. And then 10-4-5, 10-4. Let me see what my B's are here. 10-4-5, 6, 8, 9. Okay. So I'm sorry to make you do this, but this is very important for how we're going to structure our next ticket. 6 with 5.
154.
6-8.
130.
6-11.
142.
8-5.
218.
8-8.
206.
8-11.
166.
It's funny. There's nothing super short or super long.
No,
like you said, nobody knows what to do.
Yeah, everyone's spreading, which is
totally spread.
Which is actually good if you have a really good conviction.
Correct.
Even a $15 or $20 double is going to make your weekend.
Correct.
And if you really, really have a conviction, a $50 double could really, make the day.
But it's funny. Sometimes when we write this down, we go, $50, and then you're like 2,000. You don't have that kind of spread yet. So what's
if you look around, a lot of the main, the spread pays are on horses that are really crazy.
Well, we have 2 more horses to go. 3-5.
3-5 is 1,200.
There you go. 3-8.
Oh, that just dropped $50. It's 1171 now.
Okay, 3-8.
1194.
I think this is one of your horses. 3-11.
788.
Okay, and then 5-5.
737.
5-8.
539.
And 5-11.
601.
Okay, so those 2 are the bombs. So let's look.
Oh, that's right. You like the other Andy horse, the one that was inside, and I really like. Well, we both like.
I like both of Andy's horses actually.
Now, so for our DTL crew here, I really took a hard look at Lamborghini, and you know why? Our good buddy who we had on the show, Radar Rob. Usually whenever I go up to Eddie Logan, I talk to him. Which jockeys are you looking at? Blah blah blah. This is a jockey he really, really likes. He's saying he's one to watch, going forward. He likes how he's racing. That Caesar Belmont.
Yeah, no, I have this horse as an A.
Yeah. Ah,
so
okay.
I absolutely want to use the 5 in our double. And the ones that are paying the best are my 5 and your 3. I think we have to play those, right?
Yes.
So I'm just going to write down just real quick, $5 double, 3-5 with 5, 8, 11. So now we have to decide if we want to use the 6, 8, or 9. Because we have the 410. We're alive with the 410 to our top choices in the next. Let me put your double play, actually. Let's see what you have first.
I'm alive to.
Fascinating, Kira. There's like this. We've never done these 4 races in a row, so it's a little.
I'm alive to 3, 4, 6, 8, 10.
In pick 3?
In the all turf, yes.
3, 4. Yeah, I wrote down the doubles for all of those, but let's look at your double here going forward.
Yeah, the
410.
Yeah.
3 with. Yeah, see, we absolutely have to use the 3 on the community ticket. And then 6.
And it's one of those things as well, and you've mentioned it. My word, Phil's horses the last 3 weeks coming late so many dang
and
times.
not getting there.
Yes, so many times, but then it's when you least expect it. And the reason I majorly upgraded this horse is number 3, Nell's Legacy, because it works out with Go Phoenix. And for the last,
what does that mean? I don't understand what that means.
He's only been working out with 2 other horses, for the last. So it's been Nell's Legacy and Daria that came.
Oh, the one who ran good yesterday.
The one that should have won. So this horse and that horse.
I get it. Now I get it.
The two training partners for Go Phoenix for the last several weeks. And
one of the training partners ran yesterday and ran a great race.
Ran a monster race. And
so you're saying this one could do the same thing today. I get it.
And Niels and Dario, when they were in the workouts, were essentially the same kind of horse, both together, and then Gold smoked them each time, if that makes sense. But they were equally good in the morning together without.
Well, yeah, they got a lot out of it, obviously, because Dario ran great yesterday.
For me, I mean, people probably laugh at what I'm doing, but it's just one of those things. I'm like, I see all these workout videos because I see the horses that work out with mine. So I'm like, I made a note. If that horse ran well yesterday, this was going to be an upgrade for me.
That's a great angle. That's why I asked you, because I was like, well, what does that mean? Who cares if they're working out together? Well, the other horse that they work out with ran great yesterday. So,
and then my premise too is Phil's going to put the horses that he feels the most confident in or have quality together. He's not going to have Gold Phoenix racing against tomato cans,
right? Because then Gold Phoenix doesn't get nothing out of the work.
And his up and coming horses.
Okay.
Sometimes he likes to throw them to the wolves as well, see what they're made of. At least that's
sometimes it's just about asking the right questions. That's great. That's really, really good information. Because we did see Drya run. Probably should have won the race yesterday.
I was counting my money. I was like, "Why are you not moving? Why are you not moving? Move, move, move!" And then on the line, I was like, "Are you kidding me?"
No, but you know what, Kira? I know you think the jock did not screw up there. Essentially, that horse ran so fast. That horse should have stopped, and she didn't. She's a quality racehorse. Her mom was Lady Shipman, graded stakes winner. Like, she ran a great race. So,
and then, I mean, kudos to the jockey. That was absolutely how you should have ran that race yesterday. And
so here's what we got.
Sometimes horses, when they get to the lead, and they may look like nothing on paper, they get to the lead, and they see the line, and they just go, "Yeah, you ain't passing me today. This is mine."
Yeah, if you're in front, you don't know who's behind you.
Yep.
If you're chasing somebody who looks, who's faster than you, that's a problem. So for the community double, I absolutely want to use your 3.
Okay.
You make a very good case. And I want to use my 5 because you have a little push on the 5 as well. That's the other Mathis. So the question is, I don't think it makes sense to use the 9, 6, and 8 with the 5, 8, 11. But I do think we want more coverage because we both have the 5 as our top pick in the next race. So my B's were 9, 6, 8. Do you like any of them? Hate them? Don't want to use them?
I ended up making the 6. I upgraded the 6 and downgraded the 9 simply because Barrios left the 9.
But we have to use the 9 because of the market signals. We have to.
Yeah.
Right?
Correct. Unfortunately, yes.
And the 9.5 is, well, what is it now? It was 113, which is good.
9.5 is still paying. It's down to 106. The 9-7's down to 93. The 9-8 is down to 90. And the 9-11 is down to 107.
I don't think we want to spread with the 8 and 11 with the 9, but if that's up to you. I guess we could. We could do $10 doubles to that.
I mean, I
then
think
the 6, let's see, the 6 or the, let's not, do we agree we're not going to use the 8?
in this race,
Yeah,
Yes.
in our double.
I say we do not use it.
And what is your opinion of the 6?
My opinion on the 6 was Barrios stayed there, and he's ridden this horse every single time. But Sadler's his guy, and he left the 9, which is why I ended up downgrading the 9. But the problem too is Sadler's just really cold.
Okay.
But that last race was the first race on turf, and now they're going on the hill, and this is not a bad post to be on the hill.
How about this? What is a 6-5 double?
Let's look. 6-5 is paying 149,
6-8,
120, 130,
6-11.
159.
All right, here's my thought. Let's use the 6 because the 6 is going to get a great trip, and you made the Barrios point, but defensively. We'll win a little bit of money if the 6 wins. So
Okay.
I suggest a $5 double. Let me just say it, and then we'll figure it out.
Okay.
6 with 5, 8, 11.
6 with 5, 8, 11. All right, and that's $15.
$10 double because we have to use the 9 to our 3 horses in the last.
Okay.
Do you agree with that?
Yes.
So $10 double, 9 with 5, 8, 11.
Okay, that's $30.
So 30 and 15, right?
Uh-huh.
And then just $5 doubles because these are 600 and up. 3-5 with 5, 8, 11. 10, 15, 20. I think that's 25, right? 30.
Is
Another 30.
that's $30.
Right.
Yep.
So I spent 72 on the pick 3. You're going to spend 75 on the double. Is that good?
Okay, but
Or
you're
you want me
still
to put it in?
all right, hang on. Let's see. Let me pull that over here. All right, so I'm loaded up. Tell me what I'm doing now. Hang on.
All right. DTL crew. So let's do a $5 double.
Okay.
3-5. Your long shot, my long shot with 5,
With
8, 11.
5, 8,
But
11.
we don't have those in our pick 3.
All right, $30 next.
Okay, 30. Then we're going to do a $5 double, 6 with 5, 8, 11. That's a
Okay.
protection. We don't have to do that if you don't want. That's
No,
just
I'm okay with doing that one.
okay, so that's $15, right?
All right, and then the next
And
one's
then a $10 double, 9 with 5, 8, 11. Because the 9 is the big danger. The market signals are too strong. Would you agree?
Yes, and
That's
that's why
30.
that's why I was okay doing the 6 because I downgraded the 9 and went with the 6, for other reasons. But the market's saying nope, you got to use
Right?
it.
Okay.
But I mean, look at our 3, Frank. The 12-1 morning line on the 4. I mean, the 4 is even half of what I thought it would be. So that's a great sign for us, I think.
Well, yeah, I think it was Andy Big Ticket said the 4 is going to get absolutely slaughtered.
Yep.
My top pick in this race is I'm 10-4. Kieran's 4-10. Thank you for joining us. We like pizza too. How about this? I didn't really consider the 1 because I thought this was a big step up in class. But SCP was impressed by that last race. Did you have anything on the 1?
Victor won on it. Sharp works. I've tossed flight line type horses because they were on the inside on the hill, so I couldn't take a price
Yeah.
on the hill.
Yeah,
So-
Pete. So what we're talking about is Kieran and I are very reluctant to bet inside horses going down the hill. They have to be much the best because it is not a comfortable trip. They actually get the worst of it. It's kind of reversed because there's
Yeah,
a
it's
dog leg
Horrible.
before you. Then the dirt crossing. It's a mess.
Yep.
And we saw Anmer Hall, who's a favorite, get slammed into the rail. Frezu broke his toe. Like just.
If a
Plus,
horse
I think last time was the time to have the horse.
if a horse wins on the rail, on the hill, that is a horse that you really pay attention to
Correct.
going forward because that's a horse that had some of the most adverse conditions thrown against it and still came out victorious.
That's a great point, Kieran, because that is 100% true. If you see a horse win from the rail down the hill, especially in a big full field, you put that horse in your stable mail because that is a quality racehorse. And we always say sometimes the best handicapping you can ever do is right after the race is run.
Yep.
Because it's fresh, it's in the moment, you're not biased, you just see what you see. So here's the DTL crew.
This race, Frank, 35 times this condition and distance on the hill, blah, blah, blah. 16 of them were won by horses 5-1 or more, and 8 of those were over 10-1. So this is definitely a chaos race, especially with the full field.
Isn't that funny? It's a chaos race, but we both came up with the same 2 horses, but not the favorite. I mean, they weren't the favorite on the morning line.
They weren't. They were, but we both agreed.
12-1 and 5-1.
We both agreed the 4 should not have been that price, and I think JJ for Andy Mathis is sitting on a peak race right now.
Mathis is so good. You have to really. Doesn't matter how bad certain races are. That dude has a plan.
Mm-hmm.
And I think both of these horses are live. The shocking thing to me is America's Mark coming off a gazillion-year layoff. Favorite at 2-1, and Pipey bats, that barn bats. That is fascinating to me. And what were the will pays again here? Was the horse even number 9? I think you said the horse favorite. No, the 6 is favorite in the double. But this one, the 9 is the favorite in the pick 3. And remember, Kieran, early on in the meet, the pick 3 money was a little more sophisticated, but recently the double money has been better.
Yeah, and they've been using the double money to adjust what they learn going forward. And that's the beauty. I mean, that's why we were looking forward to, and why you handcuff these bets. You might come in. I mean, watch it. Oh, okay. We'll talk about it after.
Shut up. I'm kidding. Hold that thought. Wow, great call by one of the DTL crew. I think the one got it, but I'm not sure.
Yeah, the one got it.
Wow, unbelievable race. Who called that? SCP? Dude, I hope you didn't listen to us. I hope you played that horse. What a late kick. That was crazy.
On the inside. Wow. But he rolled out.
Frank said it was too close a call. I don't want to get anybody's hopes up, but I did think the one got it. All of our other horses stunk.
Yeah, they were like surprisingly horrible.
Crystal
I mean, if he
Queen
stuck
was
his
our
foot out,
favorite bet. Yeah, right now he's up ahead. I mean, it's a bob, but I think the one's got it. I think it's pretty easy, actually.
I can never tell. I think it's
I'm
inside is
pretty
outside, but
good.
I don't see the one not getting it.
I'll tell you this: it's either the one or a dead heat. Because no way the 6 won that race on the square. Wow, unbelievable call, dude. Seriously.
But yeah, I mean,
Wayne Baker, wow, good for
Barrios
him.
was on the correct horse versus the 9.
Yep, there's the one. Look at that. No, Kieran, I think we mapped this out very, very well, but we were just wrong. Our horses stunk.
And we lost a jockey on one of ours.
Yeah, who was it? Demoro went down. Who was he on?
Garden Party, R4.
Oh man, yeah, that takes us out of everything. I hope Mirko's okay. I hope the horse is okay.
Yeah, I think it was right. It was before the crossover too.
It was right on the dirt crossing, and I don't think he clipped heels or anything. I think he just went down.
The horse was.
You know what that means? No more downhill races for 5 months.
Yeah.
Oh wait, he's up and walking. Okay, that's good. That's Demuro. Yeah. What about the horse? Did anyone see the horse? Wow. Oh, Tippy right there. Add the one to the stable. We talked about it. Apologies are coming. Yes. Mea culpa. Pete, I hope we didn't talk you off betting that horse.
I mean, that's 1 out of 100 that won on the inside. You know, Frank, the amount of times we bet monsters, but that's.
Kieran, we were wrong about that. We used Crystal Clean reluctantly. We both hated the one. Our horse is stunned. I mean, that was either a flukish race, or I mean, I would not be in any hurry to bet any horse back.
Nope.
From that race because we were both way off.
Both Andy's horses stunk.
Nothing. I mean, I think the 10 ran on a little bit late, right?
Yeah, but nothing from the post the horse had. Not.
What about Pipey? I mean, Pipey was. I mean, they bet America's Mark off the board.
Yeah, they ended up. Yeah, they bet it to 16K to place. It didn't even come in second. So
no, it's not even on the board, dude. Like, it's terrible. That's what I mean. I don't think anybody really knew anything in that race.
Yeah,
except
that money
Pete
got burned
was
up.
like, Pete was like, you know what? This isn't a great field, and I was impressed by the one last time, so why not?
I mean, we kind of talked. I was like, if that one was further out, we probably both of us would have used the horse.
No, I wouldn't have, because I said I think this is a big, big class test, and I think last time was the time. Yeah. I expected that horse to regress today. I really did, and the one post sealed the deal for me. I was 100% wrong.
The horse
I could bet that race a million times and not have that one on top. I'm telling you right now.
All right, Frank, we need to get out of this day, so we're going to take we got to take the longest shots, the 6 at 55 to 1, the 9 at 24 to 1, and the 10 at 28 to 1, and do it trifecta box.
No, I think we do it. Yeah. Well, hold on. Make a note of this, though, because we talk about handicapping. I like Pizza said the 10 had a wall of horses to navigate in the final straight. That's one of the things about doing the show. There's so much going on. Kieran and I can't focus 100% on the race, so we got to go back and watch the replay. But thank you for that. I like Pizza. So maybe the 10 wasn't as bad as we thought, Kieran.
Okay, I'll have to go back and look. But I will say, Frank, looking at the will pays in here, the 5 is the favorite on the double at 170. Oh, no, actually.
He's got a 1 with a 511.
So the 7 is the favorite at 166. Then the 5 is 170. That's an upgrade for me on the 5, just because, you know, of the morning line action and whatnot.
Right.
So the 5 is very, very live. Then the 11 at 238 and the 8 at 251. And the pick 3, pick 3. The 7 is the favorite, 1360. The 5 at 1700. Then the 8 on the 11 at 2000. 8 at 2100. Pick 4, similar thing.
I mean, yeah, it doesn't matter anything for us. Like, Just
I'm gonna look at the all turf will pays just out of curiosity. So we should see some. We've been looking to have some big payouts on that. Will pays. All right, you ready for the will pays, Frank? On
In
the
what?
on the all turf,
cut.
7 is 619. The 5 is.
I mean, we're not alive to anything.
No, I'm just curious.
What's the lowest and what's the highest?
Lowest is 619.
And what's the highest?
10,000.
Let's root for that.
All right.
Actually, no, we want to root for Pete. Pete's alive in the double to the 1 and the 11. So
The one's paying
no, the
17.
the one with the 5 and 11. My bad.
5 is paying 803. 11's paying 945.
That's the all turf. Yeah. Okay.
Yeah.
Again, though, it seems a little light. I don't know.
Well, with that horse in the first leg, like, I mean, I hammered it.
That's true. You're right.
I hammered it 5 times. So if I was alive, I mean, I wouldn't be looking at this big of a
No,
pay,
you're
but
right,
I would have
Kieran.
had it 5 times.
Everybody got out of that race alive. But I want to study these will pays a little bit more because I thought the one was tough to come up with. Pete did a great job picking out the horse, and the horse got bet. I mean, the horse was 12-1 on the morning line and went off at 7-1. So I want to see if there's any sneaky money in the double here. So, like you said, the 11 is the favorite in the double payout, and the 8 is the second choice.
No.
Actually, no, hold on. The 5.
The 7 is the favorite in the double.
Yeah, you're right. Who's that?
That's Baby Needs Shoes, the Miller horse.
Oh, my God.
We said let it beat us. You know what I mean?
I am so – you know what? I don't want to root against Pete. I want Pete to win, but if Pete doesn't win, I actually want the 7 to win because I would never have this horse on my ticket. I hate this horse. I know you do too, Kieran. Miller's ice cold.
Oh, I mean, Fresh Shoe for Miller. They are 2 for 34. Fresh Shoe's ridden 34 horses for him. Has 1, 2. They add Lasix, but then in capital letters, I have Beater.
Yeah, you got to be.
Yeah.
Horses coming May 2025. If this was a sprint race, I would be all over it because Peter Miller owns turf sprints. I don't know if you have access to a database. I can look in Formulator, but his turf route numbers are horrendous. They're not good. This is a long layoff. I mean, I don't know. I don't get it. I don't get it. But how about this? I love the DTL crew. We support each other. We didn't win. We're dead. We got one more race to make it up, though. But Dan H., get it home, Pete. Yes, we're all rooting for you. Oh, I Like Pizza's going to Cheltenham. Oh, nice. Well, do you know Pete Fornatel, our good buddy Pete Fornatel from In the Money Media, and Steve Anderson? Those guys try to go every year. ScatoniRacing@gmail.com. Send me a private email. If those guys are there, I'd love for you to meet them. It's a great time. And here, maybe we'll do a Cheltenham show, and we'll have I Like Pizza live on the course, betting with the bookies.
Yeah, when is that anyway?
It's coming up, usually March.
Yeah.
Coming up. I've been once. Have you ever been?
No, I've not.
Yeah, no, it's a great experience because everyone there, yes, you're drinking, you're gambling, you're having fun, but they love the horses so much. It's like it warms your heart because there are horses who race that meet have been there 7 times. You know what I mean? So like it's like a family reunion almost. Here's a point. What do you think of this? Victor Espinoza does not get off the couch unless the horses fly. It's a very good point, actually. Look at his numbers. What do you have?
And he won last out, but it was just I could not bet on the inside. That was it. That was the only reason I did not use.
But here, to Brian's point, Victor Espinoza, 18 starts, 4 wins, 3 seconds, 1/3, 22%. So that is an excellent point. I don't want to overvalue it.
And then the other side note there, Frank, he's 1 for 5 for this trainer in the last 2 months.
Yeah, that's the
long shot.
This horse.
The same horse. Yeah.
Yeah, same horse. 1 for 5. That's interesting.
Well, now 2 for 6, I guess.
Do you have, when you look at Bristol, do they have like class ratings? Like that last race, the class rating had to be terrible. So it was a conditional claimer.
Let me see.
And it was on the main turf course. It wasn't even, it wasn't down the hill.
They didn't say anything, but the interesting thing is, I mean, I know Frank's going to laugh when I say that, but I was going to use it. But if it wasn't on the inside, because this horse had the top Equibase power. Like, this was the number one horse.
Okay. Yeah, probably based on
the inside.
Well, I'm not going to laugh at you because you said it earlier. You actually said, Frank, we both would have used it. And I was like, no, I wouldn't. But yeah, you probably would have. I'll give you credit for that.
And the top closer. It was just the post was that major downgrade. But the race flow came.
Is that really the only reason you didn't use the horse because of the post?
That was the only
I just didn't like the horse at all.
No, I did not use it because of the post.
And that was it.
That was it.
So what do we learn from this? Is there a teachable lesson here?
I'm still probably going to not use the horse on the post, but
me too.
But I will say, after today, I might take a stronger look if it's got a Brisnet top power number.
Okay.
And is a top closer, and it's on the hill. I may not discount it.
That horse exploded.
Oh yeah.
Top power. Top power by a million.
Nope.
Seriously, I mean the fact that they had that horse as the top power and as a closer, and the way that horse closed, they were spot on.
Correct.
Spot on. I mean, that was crazy. I want to see, like, I'm going to just look at some optics real quick. Oh my God, optics has Mars Magic first. Oh wait, no, it's in order. They have it as a tier 3 contender. T plus.
Well, we got 14 minutes, Frank. I need to close out the weekend.
Okay, what do you want to do? You want to do probables? First of all, hold on. Let's look at the pool sizes.
Oh, yeah.
You want to guess, or you want me to give you a benchmark?
My guesses have been off, so.
Well, how about this? Double pool, over or under 200?
Ooh. Man, we were up to 60K when I had last luck. I'm going to say.
Well, hold on. Before you do that, let's see what last year was. That'll at least give you an idea.
Yeah, I'm pulling it up now.
For those who are joining us, we like to look at the pool comparisons. We are here to support Santa Anita and these 15% low takeout, player-friendly wagers with the higher minimum.
They had 10 races as well on this day last year as well.
Oh, you have last year? Okay.
Last year was 230. So I'm going to have to say over.
We beat it, 241. That's the DTL crew.
All right. What about the pick 3?
100 people betting $100. That's 10,000.
Yep. We showed that when we rolled into other tracks, and then the voices for the track go, where did all this money come from? We're doing such a good job. And we're like, it's the California money, guys.
Yeah, exactly.
And then when we left, it disappeared.
Big time. All right, pick 3. What was last year?
150.
Oh, my God. 224.
50% increase. Wow.
Let me see if I can get the all turf. I hope the all turf is good because it was a really good sequence and the races were close together.
They don't show it. I'm ExpressBet. Where do you see it on ExpressBet, or do you have to wait? Can you see it now? Are you on there?
No, you look at last year. I'll try to find this.
Last year's 85K.
Okay, let me see. Let me look for this year. They might not do it until it's. Oh wait, here I got it. Do I got it? Pools. How much was it?
85,500.
132. $50,000 more.
What is that? 60% more. There you go.
I wish we could say we were all alive. We told everybody to play it. We're out.
Well, you know what that 50K is from? Everyone followed our community ticket. Sorry, guys, but
busted.
It was an exercise in why we like these bets tied together. And if Santa Anita gives us on these 9 race cards and low takeout double between the all turf, we can grow that pool as well. No problemo.
You have the all turf, then you have a $5 middle double. Then you start the late pick 3. Then you have $5 late double, and maybe they'll give us a $10 Quinella, low takeout $10 Quinella in the last race. Yeah. How about this, Kieran? Because you mentioned this with Mike Smith and Ken DeSormo, Stephen D. Same for Mike Smith. Only mount today in the last race. So,
and people. I actually when I went on Quigley's show one time, and the only reason I picked the horse, and I didn't. This was like a few years ago. I was like Mike Smith in the last race, and then a bunch of people hopped on X and they're like, "What a clown!" You know what I mean? They're like, he doesn't know what race is being drawn and whatnot. And I was like, I don't care. It's the last race.
No, but once they're drawn, he knows. He can call in sick.
And I was like, I'm not going to argue with you. And I was like, I have numbers that back up whenever I see him or Kent racing late in the day when they could go home. It's usually a very good sign for the horse.
If that's your thing and it works for you, why would anyone criticize it? I mean, no matter how stupid it sounds, it works for you.
Some of the stupid stuff. I mean, what was that video where they were making fun of us? Kieran's numbers look like a group text. Did I show that one here?
The yay and nay horse?
Yeah, the yay. Yeah. Nay, yeah. Do I have it on?
Hold on. How many minutes, though, first? Because Dan H. wants to fire away on a bomb trifecta.
Oh, yeah.
Look, here, again, Steven's point, Mike Smith's been waiting all day. You're right. He could have called in sick. You know what I mean?
Well, I wanted to do a trifecta, Frank, see what the 11 over the 8-5 is paying.
So if you use ExpressBet, and if you don't, you're going to sign up through us. Because
Next week.
Next week, we're going to have a QR code for you guys. ExpressBet has a trifecta probable tool. You can put in your combinations and see what the return is. So what do you want me to look at, Kieran?
11 with 5 with 8.
Okay. 11 wins, 5 second. And if the 8 comes in third, 208 for $2.
Oh, so 104. That's actually not too shabby. Wow. All right. What about 5, 11, 8?
Do not sign up for ExpressBet yet. 5 with 11 with 8?
Yes.
215 for $2.
All right. So those pays are actually, we're 8 minutes out. Those are kind of healthy.
Who's the favorite of this race? Because I want to see what the
right
favorite
now, the 3,
combo is.
Our sneaky horse is the favorite, Frank, the 8.
The 8? Oh, wow. Okay, so if the 8 wins as the favorite,
let's do 3.
The combo is 8, 7. The favorite combo with the 8 on top is with the 7 in second and the 5 in third. That's paying $150.
That's still
for
not
two
bad.
for two.
That's $75 is still not bad.
Yeah. I think people are spready here because they don't have a key horse.
That's one of those things where if you just did a $1 try, it'd be $6. You're looking at $75.
I'm going to put the 7 on top. See if there's any sneaky money with Peter Miller in the trifecta. That would be very telling. Not really. The favorite combo with the 7 winning is the 8 in second and the 5 in third. That's 142. Well, around the same as humidity.
Let me ask you a question, Frank. So the other horse that I had in here, cash scratch, but other than the Miller horse, the only other horse I had notes on was Goji, the number 4 horse, Giro for Papa.
Yeah.
But the interesting stat on this was, which I had to look again, was Papa's going dirt to turf. Is terrible, right? 0 for 16.
Yeah, it's terrible. I saw that same stat. I was so confused.
I was like, really? Am I looking at that right? And I looked back again. And I was like, holy smokes, that's like.
But here's the thing with Papa, and I don't know if it's going to be the case today because I think there's a lot of speed in here. But when Papa wins turf races, his horses go to the front, throw down the gauntlet, and if they're bet, they don't stop. And I think there's enough speed in here to take the starch out of this one. But is the horse taking any money? No. 7-1.
No, none.
7-1. How about the 3? 5-1 off a 12-1 morning line.
And when
I like that horse actually. That's one of my A's.
And what's funny is Brisnet has that as the top horse, Risky Pleasure, right?
Yeah, I thought that 12-1 was ridiculous on that horse. Did you have anything on her?
I did not. I went through and I kind of landed on who I had hopped on, but let me see if there's anything.
If anyone has Matrix on their bingo card, here you go.
Oh my God.
Come my Matrix column. Risky Pleasure. Looks like a gal who should appreciate added ground after running on late in 6 furlong turf sprint last time, coming off an October layoff. She finally gets to string races together. Hey.
Blah, 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 blah.
Hey.
Blah, 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 blah.
My A's are all taking money. And then your 11, who got in, is also taking money. Oh, it's a shame we're not alive going into this because I feel really good about our horses. Anyone out there that we're not paying attention to? You guys have anything? What's this? Charlie O'Neill was on Mike Wellman's show this morning. The 11 has enough speed to get to the front. Yes, I agree with you, but I think there's a lot of speed in here. But Kieran, we've seen the turf course play the speed. Medici almost won wire to wire.
Yep.
The downhill was different, but the downhill is always different.
I really like the 11. I mean, I ended up giving the 5 the slight edge just because of the 11 being so far out. But
how about this? Yes, race 9, Victor Espinoza only mount. How about this? Mike Smith's got to be playing ping pong all day. He's ready to go. Like, I mean, come on. Seriously, like that. I know it sounds silly, and like people will, like you said, people might laugh at it, but it actually does mean something. My man Dan G says the 8's a wreck in the paddock. Let me see if I have any notes on the horse, because Tom does. Well, we had him nutty last time. She wore earmuffs, and she was nutty last time. And she ran okay, but she got tired.
That takes a lot out when they're nutty.
Well, yeah. Well, look, Kieran, look what happened. She made the lead in the lane and got tired. She's wasting a lot of energy. That's a good. Thank you, Dan, for sharing that.
Well, that's the one thing doing the seminar. You say being on the track, you get to see all the little clues and whatnot. Looking at the paddock.
Okay, well, you mentioned Goji, the 4. I like Pizza said the 4 is being overlooked, if you ask me. I think the 4 absolutely has a chance to win, but seeing the note from Tate, the 11 horse, after Doug O'Neill got there, I think they're going to cancel each other out. Maybe they run 1 too. I don't know. All right, you want to do another trifecta? What do you got? What do we got? 3 minutes.
Let's do 11, 5, 3, and 11, 5, 7. Or 11, 5, 4, sorry.
Okay, 11 with 5 with 4. 312 for $2.
Oh, wow, that's not bad.
Well, what was your joke trifecta, the bomb trifecta?
Oh, the bomb trifecta was who are the highest price horses? So it would end up being 9 with 6 with 10.
How about the highest price horses that we kind of like? I have the 10 as a B. 29 to 1. I would lobby for the 10. Now you pick a bomb.
You would lobby for the 10?
Well, if we're just looking at bombs.
Yeah. I'm not opposed to the 10. I would go with I've been anti-Tyler Bays, but when I don't use him, Syndrome. He's got 2 horses in here, so I'm trying to decide which one of the ones I'm going to go with.
Who does? Who?
There's the Long Range Pursuit with Lesconzo on. He's actually 29% for the trainer, Frank, and the trainer is 38% second time routing. I'm going to go with the 9.
Okay. So 9, 10, and then let's put a logical one in.
We just doing a trifecta box, right?
How about 3, 5, 8 with 3, 5, 8, 9, 10 with 3, 5, 8, 9, 10?
Hang on. Let me start over again.
See how much that is.
I got to go back. All right, so what did you want to do? Trifecta? 3, 5, 8. 3, 5, 8, 10, right?
No, 3, 5, 8, 11.
3 in first place, okay.
Correct. Then 3, 5, 8, 11 with 9, 10.
Okay.
And then the same thing. 3. Actually, no, that's not good because we don't want all those horses. 3, 5, 8, 3, 5, 8, 10, 11 on top, and then 9, 10, 9, 10. Right? Because if it comes, those are all the horses that are favorites. 3, 5, 8,
That's $8.
Okay, and then do another one. Same things on top. 3, 5, 8, 11. And give me your top pick out of those 4 horses.
On top, 3, 5, 8, 11. My
Okay,
top
and in
pick is
second
11.
place, give me your top. Okay, so then, and my top pick is the 3s. So do, actually, no, the 5, because that's how. Do 5, 9, 10, 11.
This is in second spot, right?
Yep, and the same thing in third.
That's $16. All right. Sure. Gives us something to scream for.
And I'm just going to do some win money on the 3. And actually, I'm going to do some win money on the 10, too. That's 3.
We got 0 minutes. Where are they? How far away? Oh, they're loading.
We're at the gate, yeah. All right, we're going to watch the race and come back. Hope you guys heard that trifecta. Trying to make a little bit of money in here. Close. We should be alive. I'm bummed.
Yeah, we had the perfect scenario.
Sorry, Kieran, I didn't mean to cut you off. What were you saying? We had the perfect scenario? You're muted. Whatever.
I said almost. Yeah, that was another.
When Papa puts his turf horses on the lead, they're tough. But man, our top pick won and we couldn't connect, Garrett.
Yeah, and Mike did no favors for the 11 back in Del Mar as usual.
Well, yeah, I mean, it doesn't really matter.
No,
I mean,
but yeah,
the
our
5
top
is our
pick,
top pick. Both
our
of
top
us.
pick won. And we
We
can't
almost
connect.
singled the 5. I mean, look, right here, 5. Mine, 5.
Yep.
Everything's 5 is first.
5.
All turf, 5. Kieran, 5. Everyone's got the 5 first. We didn't have the middle. We didn't have the downhill.
Yeah,
You
because
know
we
what?
lost on
I
the
think
we
SCP
lost
did.
we lost on the line as usual on the hill, which is usually what kills you on the hill. Like it's never your horse runs dead last. It's you always get beat on the line in a photo. Like
You know what? You're right. We would have because we used Crystal Clean as a hedge pivot. We would have at least gotten our money back because we would have had it twice to the 5. But I believe our man Pete got it done. How about tossing Peter Miller?
Yeah, we were correct. I mean, what's annoying lately, Frank, like the last few shows, we've tossed the correct horses, and then our horses keep beaten by crazy prices. But half the battle is knowing which horses to toss, and then we're just not pressing. I mean, I don't think I would have picked that one unless it was outside. It is what it is.
Wait, which one?
The winner of the last leg that knocked us out, Espinosa on the
I
hill.
definitely would have had it. You might have brought it up, whatever, but because of the power and the closer. But how about this? SCP, right on the show. Singles the 1, 12-1 on the morning line. Wax the 5-11 double. Good for you. Anyone else hit anything? Let us know. Boom, Vicky Lynn. You know, the frustrating thing is, Kieran, because we even said, I know we wouldn't have used the 1 on the community all turf, but you talked about which leg should we throw more horses in, and we considered the middle leg, but we're like, you were 10-4, I was 4-10, or whatever, vice versa.
Frank,
So
we would have talked to Eternity. Neither one of us would put a horse on the 1 spot on the hill. On our community ticket. Nope. That horse.
Maybe in a 6-horse field.
6-horse field, or if the horse was maybe 3 or 4, we would have went, okay, that's okay there. Outside, I would have absolutely said yes, but inside, nope, was never using it.
Brooklyn John, I'm sorry, that's a tough beat. Maybe you had the exacta with the 5 on top.
I mean, we lost by a nose, and my suits, he's getting double. So where did I put that? I actually have one of my suits, and you get to put a custom saying underneath, the lapel. And I know many people have seen my GFP one. Yeah. The other one I have on one of my suits is "Stick your tongue out." We needed the horse to stick his tongue out. We would have won that last leg, Frank.
Goodness. These bets are so much fun.
Well,
not just because they're great value, but they're a very interesting handicapping puzzle. You know what I mean?
I was shocked. I saw so many. I think it's just people have gotten so used to being negative about horse racing, going, why are you guys betting Santa Anita? Look at the sequence we had today, and you got like rain or cold weather, aqueducts down, the other tracks. I mean, how can you not bet Santa Anita with the racing we have? I mean, come on.
Look, Friday's card wasn't the greatest, but they had to run an all dirt card because we had rain all week. I mean, you have to. So you know what? Sacrifice a little. And you know what? It was still. Remember the first Friday, the winner in the opener was 25-1.
But they go, oh, you guys can't race in the rain. That's probably from people who've actually never been in Southern California to see what our rain is actually like.
And we don't have the infrastructure. You should see our roads when it rains. Potholes creep up like it's nobody's business.
We'll have like 2 inches of rain because it's like a swimming pool opens up for 5 hours and the ground is so hard it can't soak the rain up. Yeah. All right, let's do that parlays, Frank.
Yeah, real quick though, Terry wants to give a shout out to Pete. Yay, Pete. SC Pete, great job. Congratulations, Pete. See, this is what the DTL crew is all about. All right. Huron. 9-1, Steve Knapp. Top pick. We both like the 5 in the last leg. Top pick. 0.0.
Yeah, and I mean, even look at where is my all turf, Frank? I had hammered the 2, so I had a $15 all turf into that puppy. You know what I mean? And my backup ticket.
Oh, I didn't see that.
Yes,
Wow.
I mean,
Okay.
I went for broke today, and yeah, I'm off to the machine that always pays. Yep, there we go.
Well, I just want to say, even though we didn't connect and our community ticket didn't connect, all of the winners were discussed in detail on the show. And if you listen to SCP, you had the key to the whole sequence. Anyway, all right. Well, why don't you explain to the audience what we're doing right now, because we might have some new listeners. A lot of people now on X watching this.
We're trying to show people that what difference the low takeout means. I mean, the house is only taking 15% to pay for the purses, and they're vig for running everything. Some of these other tracks, they're 25%, 30%, crazy things. That's more money in our pocket. And what we try to do is we project what you would have done if you just took your normal money and did a win parlay and roll the money over on the legs, to show what difference the low takeout is for your wallet.
So far, every time we've done a show, except for once, and I'll explain why, it has been way better than the parlay. Last time we did a show, there was a scratch. It was like a mess. But it'll be very interesting to see today, Kieran, because clearly a lot of people are now paying attention and playing this wager.
Yes.
So I'm not saying there's more smart money or more dumb money. I don't know. That's why we do this. But the fact that both pools were over 200,000, people are wising up and starting to play. So I'm very curious to see how good the payout was compared to the parlay.
Well, let's start with the altar. 540.
Okay.
Yeah, 540.
So $3 win parlay, 540, which is probably, some people singled that horse, I guarantee you. Okay, yep. 540.
1720.
That's SCP, and
$9.
So pretty much favorite, right?
Yeah, and I mean, it was a dominant, like we thought it was a pretty easy single. We spread a little, but yeah.
Yeah, in the end, no, I mean, you actually got a good price on Vicky Land. But that was our top. We talked about even singling that. We still wouldn't use the one, though, in the middle legs. Nope. All right, calculated $3 win parlay, horses that paid $5.40, $17.20, and $9. If you had bet $3 win parlay on that sequence, you would have returned $313.
It paid $803.
I was going to say it had to be way more because of the middle. 800?
Yep. 803, like
2.5 times more.
Yep, multiple times more. All right. Pick 3.
I believe I played Aqueduct today, and I had a 20-1 over a 10-1, and the exact paid $13.
If I have to see any more of those posts about pays when people should know the odds don't matter, it's a bucket of money. The odd doesn't reflect what's in the bucket of money. The exacta pays out what's in the bucket, guys. The odds don't really matter that much. I mean, yes, people are hammering it, but that's not how you look at it. Anyway, you ready?
It's blatantly obvious to every smart player that there are certain pools where you do not have any advantage or edge. And even if you think you do and you hit, it's an underlay. So why would you play those pools when you can get 2.5 times your parlay?
Yeah.
All right, $5 double or $3 pick 3?
Pick 3 first.
Okay. Calculate a $3 win parlay with horses that paid. This was what, 9-1?
Yeah. 2020.
Wow. 2020.
1720.
And 1720, and
$9.
This has got to be fantastic. So 2020, 1720, and $9.
Yep.
It's got to be really good. I mean, the win parlay is going to be good, but it's going to be, wow. Win parlay, 1,172.
Pick 3, 1,700. You got 40%, $600 more, almost 50%. Oh, not 50, 45% or something like that.
California racing sucks, man. Small fields, not good racing. We had 3 races with AEs. People are so lazy.
We've showed parlays on this show, if you're new, where we've had a 4 to 5 horse in the double and a 5 to 2 essentially pay like 6 to 1 just because you could hammer it multiple times. Like, don't turn your nose up at chalks. If chalks are all you're going to get, bet them then. Especially on the low takeout. Free money. When you're right. We weren't right today, though. That's going to be the next thing. Well, you guys.
No, this one's going to sting a little bit, dude, because we both love the 5 in the last, and I like the 7 was my top pick, and you put your ticket, you used the 7, like we had it. We were all around it, and Pete's going, "What about the 1? I like the 1."
Yeah, but we lost on the line by a ton. I mean, how can you? Yeah. How can you? It is what it is. I mean, that's why I mean, it didn't work today.
Welcome back to Double Trouble Live. We're at the racetrack ready for some action. Whoa, look.
It'll turn around. You know what it is? I probably need to slam my laptop again, Frank. I'll have to do that maybe on Friday's show. That might work. Oh, Frank's frozen. His tin can and all right, you ready for the double?
Oh, I'm on mute.
You froze.
Yeah, my mic was muted. That was weird. Can you hear me?
I think when you freeze or it thinks you're not in the studio, it mutes it, I think is what happens. But anyway.
Can you hear me now?
1720 with $9.
193.
Really? 170.
How much?
170 it paid.
Interesting.
Yeah.
Wow. Well, you know what? The favorite won the last race, so maybe it was an overbet combo.
Yeah.
But we've seen that the pick 3 is the better value.
Oh, absolutely.
Because even
you come back and you hedge yourself on the double. Or
the double is usually an overlay, but it's like 250 and 201. You know what I mean? Like, it's still great.
Oh.
But wow, that's the first time we've seen it a little lower.
And it was probably a lot of people thought the same way we did, Frank, with the 5 being like, I'm sure a lot of people who got that 1 in the previous leg had probably spread in that leg into the 5 in the last.
To single the 5, yeah.
Yeah.
Or they watch the show and they're like, I'm just going to piggyback Pete. Just going to piggyback FC Pete. How about let's run through a little bit of comments here. Oh. You got nowhere to go, do you?
I do not. I've got to go get ice because it's melted.
All right, real quick. Not an excuse for me, but a note. This is from Charlie, regular member of the DTL club. Watch how many times the last horse in the gate is not set and the starter will open the gate. Wow. Okay. A lot of races are won or lost at the start. SCP, just a side note from yesterday, guys. I had 5 winners in the pick 6 going into the last race. I could have used Frank's write-up on the long shot winner and Kieran's horse by a nose. Well, no, I didn't write up the horse. I gave out a link to a show I did with Gino for Santa Anita where he gave out the horse.
Yeah, Frank.
So that was really him. I didn't have that horse. I'm not taking credit for that. But Kieran had Drea, whatever the horse was.
Yeah, I thought I had it too. That was so close.
That was bad, yeah. Jeff is going home in trouble again. Well,
this is the show Frank is talking about. The one he keeps getting called up on. They don't even know my name. But this is what I say.
I am desperate. I need someone, anyone. I need someone, anyone. There, that Scantoni dude will do anything. I'll call him. I pick you, Scantoni.
Well, in case you guys didn't get it.
Jeff Chapman, he goes by Chappie.
Yeah, so I had to
Everyone
put
calls his name Chapstick. All right, yeah, Frank freezes, bingo, glitch in the matrix. So sorry, guys.
Oh, you know what I got to add into? I got to redo the bingo card because if you guys see it here, make it a lot easier for the guys. Where is it? Like, I know one thing we got to do. I got to change one of these things to say, Kieran says Gold Phoenix. I mean,
you also have to have one that just says KKAAJJ.
Oh, yeah. Alphabets. Yeah, the alphabet guys.
Alphabet KKAJJ, Papa.
Well, we actually we hit a lot of the ones today. Oh, we've not had a phone ring yet. We did fade the favorite a couple of times.
Hold on, I want to put us on the side so you can see it here.
Yeah. So
okay.
Matrix, yeah, we get that 800 times. Frank was muted. I was muted. I've taken 500 drinks. I did not get mad today.
No, you didn't get mad. You wanted to, but you didn't.
We did mention Tom. We got a free spot, Santa Anita. Well, we didn't get a big hit, so there, you didn't make
No,
any
but
money.
SCP did. SCP did.
Frank pulled his spear on.
That's my favorite one, man.
That's a given every show. Well, we did get a bad ride on Mike Smith. We did fade the favorite. I'm gonna change it. I got a couple more things I'll add on there.
You forgot Frank bullies Kieran.
Yep.
Hara. No, I don't think you mentioned Hara today.
I did not. No.
That's really funny. I love that. Stephen D, you're always the first to comment before we even go live. I just want to say thank you for that. Really appreciate it. Artist David Barista, thank you for joining. His pick 3 ticket was 6 with 5 8. At least I was close.
Yeah.
Yeah, join the club. We were close, but no cigar. But you know what? We'll come back and get him on Friday. Bingo card is spot on.
Yeah, and I fired away. I mean, my write-up, when I wasn't the anti-matrix write-up I did, I essentially said my tickets are way larger than I would normally pay or play, just because, what did I say here? Trying to find it. I closed the window.
You're talking about your write-up?
Yeah, that I did on Santa Anita. I essentially said, I'm trying to go out with a bang. You know, there's a couple of horses I really liked. It's Sunday. Pretty close. I mean that ticket I spent, my all turf, I think I ended up spending $180 on, Frank. And if we'd gotten out of that leg, even though it would not have paid 800, it might have paid 300, you know, if, you know, I'd made it out of the second leg of the all turf, but I would have had it 5 times, you know? So I took a swing, didn't hit. Is what it is.
The all turf is amazing because the races are always competitive. The only issue with it is people don't want to have their money tied up for too long. Today was great because it was race 7, skip, and then 8 and 9. It was just boom right there, as opposed to 7, skip 8, 9, skip 10. You know what I mean? Skip.
I hope Santa Anita looks at the numbers of the all turf, like everything kind of been stacked on today, and go, you know what? These guys are right. We should add a low takeout in between.
Connecting it, yeah. Just call it like late low takeout, second half of the car. Like, come up with something clever about it. Like, the races are always stacked in the second part of the car.
Look, guys, we as horse players need to blow up these pools on these low takeouts, because if we blow the pools on the low takeouts, the tracks are doing us a favor by giving something we want. We're covering what they're losing because the handle's going up on these bets, and it's going to suck money from the other tracks, and maybe some of the other tracks are going to go, yikes. I mean, you pointed out last week, Frank, the other track, their handle numbers were horrendous compared to Santa Anita.
Well, I actually have that other track up. You want to know what their numbers were?
Oh, what are they? What fantastic!
The $5 double pool was 96,000. The pick 3 was only 80.
Wow. Yep. Says everything right there.
And they have juggernauts behind them.
Yes.
Promote.
They got contest shows with 6 people watching.
Anyway, all right, DTL crew, we love you guys. Thank you so much for another great show. Sorry we couldn't deliver the goods, but someone always hits.
About it.
SCP hit.
We talked about it, and if you're one of those handicappers who fades the handicappers, when both of us said we're not betting the 1, that's one of those things where you go, oh, absolutely using the 1.
You were like, well, maybe if it was outside, like you were. I was like, under no circumstances am I ever betting this horse. I don't care what. I was so wrong, but
on the outside,
that's the name of the game.
Not on the inside, I would have been out. But I will say, and we've talked about it before, when you handicap and gamble, you always got to make sure you learn something new.
Yeah.
And what I'm going to take away from today is I'm on a B ticket. I'm not going to toss horses on the rail if they're a top closer and the figures say that it's a big time contender. I'm going to find a way to work that horse into my tickets going forward. So that's my change that I'm taking from today. That's
a great point, Karen, because if you trust your numbers,
I would not have. I just would have.
You said that horse was the top. That horse exploded late.
It was the top closer. It was, had the top power. One last out under this jockey. The guy who won gave us the reasons why he liked the horse as well. And I even said, yeah, if it was further out, I totally would have had it on a ticket. That's going to be a change I'm going to make going forward. I won't discount it like that. I'll have it on a B ticket now. The rail is okay if the numbers say it's okay.
But you also have to factor in the price of the horse. If the horse is 6-5, I think you have to absolutely try to beat the horse.
6-5, I will.
The horse is 7-1, different story.
I'm going to use it. Yes, that'll be. That's the other little note I'll use as well.
Yeah. Great show, guys. Thank you so much, Karen. Any other final thoughts?
No. I was not going to be here for Friday's show, but I am now. So you didn't know about that, but yeah, Friday we're back.
Darn it! Oh well. Why you
going
somewhere?
Got the day off, but not anymore.
Everything okay? You going somewhere?
I was going to be traveling for a basketball game. Not now.
Well, you've traveled before, and you've done the show from stalls in the bathroom. So
yes.
Where there's a will, there's a way, my man. Yacht by Monday, alimony twice. Take us out.
Here we go.
Low takeout, man.
They hit me with that low takeout. Now I'm feeling kind of sport. 15%, bro, that's basically free money. I'm about to turn $11 into a yacht by Monday. Low takeout, best. Cha-ching. Double trouble, I'm doing this thing. My pocket's doing the running, man. Low takeout, best. What? Bookie's crying in the can. Low takeout, baby. 3 straight lawns. If this thing hits, I'm buying the whole damn barn. Grass to grass, no dirt in my life. I'm so all turf, I might start photosynthesize. Santa Anita, low takeout got me acting wise. Told my wife, babe, I'm rich, now she want alimony twice. Double trouble on the mic, we causing a scene. Low takeout, let's all turf for retirement dream. If we hit this pick 3, tell the valet keep the change. We're reading lobster tonight on a $12 range. Boom! Thank you, Santa Anita, good night.
Thanks for watching, everyone. Remember to like and subscribe to Double Trouble Live on YouTube. Get out, get up, get paid.